But you yada yada over the best part.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another great episode of the Yadda Yadda podcast on this beautiful Sunday in Kansas City, episode 113. We in the building today. It's the kid Joe Cornejo, Nelson's here, Sebastian's here. Fellas, round of applause. Drop a bomb one time, man. It's a beautiful day in the city. Here for another great episode. Unfortunately, the homie Black Hyphy couldn't make it today. Other obligations came up, but he will be back, of course. So we're going to hold it down for him today. Nelson, how you feeling today, man? You got a camera on you, Nelson?
We're good.
Yay!
Coffee's here. We're good.
Last time you were on camera, you had to clarify to somebody you were actually a black man.
I'm a black man.
That's right.
And Joe's not black.
I'm not. Contrary to popular belief, I am not black. Woo! Well, listen, gentlemen, it's been a jam-packed week and a lot has happened in the world, but we got to cover business first things first. Jey Uso won the Royal Rumble, Nelson!
How you feeling?
I'm feeling good, man. The Yeet Man himself. I'm glad because John Cena didn't win. I thought John Cena was going to win. And that actually... So there was a point in time. Did you watch it, Nelson?
I didn't watch it.
Okay, so there was a point in time in the Royal Rumble last night, right? There was like 6 guys left.
Yep.
It was Logan Paul, Logan fucking Paul, who was actually number 30 in the Royal Rumble. Which
that guy might be president one day.
You shut the fuck up right now. You shut the fuck up right now. So it came down to the final 6. It was Logan Paul, Jey Uso, John Cena, Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, and CM Punk.
Sounds like a sausage fest.
Well, it's wrestling, Andre. It was the men's Royal Rumble.
My bad.
It was all men.
Do they have a women's Royal Rumble?
They actually do, yeah.
Okay.
So
why don't women get to fight in the men's Royal Rumble?
China has. China
buddy.
was the only female wrestler to ever wrestle in a male Royal Rumble.
Dude, I was thinking of the country. I'm like, what are you talking about?
He said, yeah.
Tariffs.
But yeah, so it came down to those 6, and it was super tight because all 6 of those men actually had a legit chance of winning the Royal Rumble. But there was actually only 3 that were realistically suitable ones to win the Royal Rumble, and that was Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns, and CM Punk.
Okay.
So at one point, Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins are going back and forth. They're trying to eliminate each other. As they're fighting and struggling over the ropes, CM Punk comes up behind them, tosses them both over the ropes. And while they're both shocked outside, CM Punk's just like, hey, my bad. Had to do what I had to do. And then all of a sudden, Logan Paul eliminates CM Punk. So now we're down to the final 3, which is Jey Uso, Logan fucking Paul, and John Cena. And me, I've seen this story before. I'm not about to watch Cena win a 3rd fucking Royal Rumble after he hasn't won a match since Obama was president. We've had 3 different presidency terms since then. I don't need Cena winning another goddamn Royal Rumble because it's his retirement tour. I don't give a fuck about none of that. So
you're not hype about his retirement?
No, he can fucking retire and get out of here already. I've been waiting for Cena to get the fuck out the scene.
But why? Why are you saying this?
I'll get to that in a minute.
Okay.
I'll get to that in a minute. But once I saw it was down to Logan Paul, Jey Uso, John Cena, I was like, okay, I see the play here. John Cena's going to win the fucking Royal Rumble. That's cool. I don't want to see it. I turn off the stream. And then my homie that I was texting during the match was like, oh my God, Jey Uso just won the Royal Rumble.
So you didn't even watch it?
I didn't even see that.
You're a quitter.
I'm not, listen, I'll take that.
You're a quitter.
I'll take that. I'm not going to sit here and watch John Cena Superman his way to a fucking main event WrestleMania. I don't want to see that. I've seen that my whole life. I'm done with it. So
but it's the last one. It's the last ride.
Yes, I don't care. I want him to lose every match if he could.
It's the last dance, though. Is it because he has hair now, Joe?
He's always had hair.
But you know,
he's bald. He's balding now.
But
now,
no,
let me clarify this. Right. Okay, right? I don't have a problem with John Cena as a person. All my quarrels with John Cena are him as a wrestler. I don't like him. He's boring. And it's mainly just because he is a victim of super booking, which is like during his prime, when he was the face of the company, they were putting anybody and everybody in front of him to just mollywop and toss to the side. He never lost clean. It was always some outside interference if he did lose. And whenever the odds were stacked against him, he would always overcome the odds in a very Superman manner and come out on top. And because at the time, WWE was trying to appeal to kids, so they're doing the whole PG era, never give up, bright-ass colors, all that dumb shit. And so, like, that was why he was so popular. He was a huge selling merch. He was a big face, and he was willing to do all the work they wanted him to do. So he was getting all the push possible.
Yeah.
And so as a kid who was around 13 at the time, I hated all that shit. Like I don't.
So you saw the play from the jump.
Yeah, I thought this was the play because I've seen Cena do this before.
Okay.
And so I was like, okay, he about to really just come out on top in the Royal Rumble and go on to main event WrestleMania for the final time. Like, fuck that. I don't want to watch that.
Yeah.
So it comes down to Jey Uso, John Cena. Logan Paul got eliminated. It's Jey Uso and John Cena are battling out. At one point, they're fighting on outside the apron.
Yeah.
John Cena has Jey Uso in the attitude adjustment. But
yes.
before he's able to throw him off his shoulders, Uso wiggles his way out of it and lands back inside the ring behind the ropes and pushes Cena off the apron, thus eliminating him. And now the Yeet Man is going to WrestleMania to main events.
Joe, hit the Uso.
Yeet! 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 Now, and like, all right, here's the thing, right? Now, people are very upset about this because, one, they're John Cena dick riders, and they really want John Cena to just win any and everything in this final hurrah, which is fucking stupid. But also, Jey Uso is known for not being the best technical wrestler. And so that's also why a lot of people are upset. But at the end of the day, man, like when I got back into wrestling in 2015, the Usos were just a tag team that were just in the division, kind of just hanging around. Mm-hmm. And the only thing they really had going for them was that they have lineage with like the Rock's family and all that, because they're from that family tree. So
they
that
really
was
tapped into like the perfect web of families, or is that just how like Pacific Islanders are? Like if you just
well, I mean, there's other wrestling families in the industry,
but you know what I'm saying, though.
Yeah, like that's like, just
the Rock web / Umaga and all those.
Yeah, Rikishi.
Yeah, all the uncles.
Actually, Umaga's son, Jacob Fatu.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. He had a really impressive bout in the Royal Rumble last night.
It's crazy.
He's tight. I like him.
It's like, what is that comparable to? Maybe you have like...
You have the Hart family.
The Hart family,
which,
the Guerreros.
Actually, no, Braun Breaker, the Steiner family.
Yeah.
Because Braun Breaker is Rick Steiner's son, which I learned last night.
Yeah.
So that means Scott Steiner would be his uncle.
It's crazy, bro.
Yeah, it's pretty cool, man. I was telling my friend last night, I was like, honestly, I think that wrestling lineage of like Rocky Johnson, The Rock, Rikishi, Umaga, Fatu, all of them, I would say that's probably the greatest wrestling family we've had in the industry. Yeah, hands down.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
yeah,
they cast the perfect web of I wouldn't say characters, but you know what I'm saying, of wrestlers, of athletes.
Yeah. So it was just good last night seeing Jey Uso get that moment, because I remember 10 years ago when I got into it, the Usos were just kind of around. Mm-hmm. They didn't really have anything going for them. Like, they were just a tag team that was kind of prominent, but since there was no personality or story behind them, they were kind of just bland. And then you add on top of the fact that Jimmy Uso was having a lot of troubles outside the ring in terms of his personal life, which caused him to get suspended a few times. And that kind of put Jey Uso and WWE in a weird position, because at that point they had to make Jey Uso a single star in the cruiserweight, but he didn't have no personality enough, so he's just a regular wrestler going to wrestle a regular match.
Yeah, and this is recent, though,
this is like 2015.
Okay, so this is 10 years ago.
This is when I got into it.
Okay,
and so with Jimmy having his problems outside the ring in his personal life that caused him to get suspended, that would put Jey Uso in a predicament, put WWE in a predicament, and it looked like it was about to be a point where they're about to just cut him from the company until they were able to, get their stuff together. Mm-hmm. And so the Bloodline storyline, where they linked up with Roman Reigns and Paul Heyman and doing what they're currently doing, that was what kind of gave them their second life in the company. Yes. And that's what really got them over with the fans. So they started to show personality more of their side. They became more entertaining. And you've seen Jey Uso build up this following and become one of the biggest faces in the company from his own doing. Yeah. And so to see him go from just being a guy that's just around and kind of lost in the company to 10 years later winning the Royal Rumble, it's really a cool story.
But does that also like intertwine between the same what is the word? I guess development of AEW? Does his success like kind of match where the AEW spike came and went when eyes weren't really on WWE as much? I'm trying to be the fan that got out of wrestling, but is trying to tap in again. So where does
AEW fall in there?
Yeah, in terms of his success, or does it even attribute to?
I don't think it attributes, because Jey Uso never went to AEW.
But I'm saying, like, once that happened, where does his success lie? Because like eyes were going away. There's a different there's a competitor now, so
Yeah.
wrestling has to be better.
Yeah.
So did his performances kind of play into like the tides kind of swing back to WWE?
I think so because the bloodline actually saved a lot of people. The bloodline storyline saved Roman Reigns a lot.
Yeah.
Because they were pushing Roman Reigns really hard.
And people didn't like him.
They
right?
didn't. Like I remember watching him win the Royal Rumble. I think it was 2015.
And they booed him.
And they booed. They had to send The Rock out.
Yeah.
To to get the crowd on the side, and they booed The Rock.
Yeah.
And plus, it was in Philly. Philly's a huge wrestling city, and they do not fuck with it's shit that they don't fuck with.
Yes.
And that was one of the things, like, because when you're watching the Rumble, you can kind of see the play formulate as like the less people start to get in the ring towards the end. And you're like, oh, okay, like Roman Reigns is about to fucking win the Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
I can see it, and people knew right away as soon as Daniel Bryan got tossed in the middle of the Royal Rumble.
And that's the yes guy, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was
beard.
Once he got tossed, they lost that crowd.
Yeah.
And so they weren't going to be happy with who won regardless, but once we realized Roman was going to be the one that won, everyone was livid.
Yeah.
Because they were at that point where they were just trying to force Roman on us. And so when Roman turned heel and formed the Bloodline, that really rejuvenated his career as well, because then he got to be the asshole.
Yeah.
And that's when people, like The Rock, when he became the heel and became the asshole, that's when people gravitated towards him a lot more.
Yeah.
Because he wasn't trying to be the good guy, goody two-shoes. He was just like, fuck y'all. If y'all don't like me, I don't like you either.
Exactly.
And I think that helped really push him to the status that WWE always saw him reaching. It just wasn't going to be a babyface.
And it wasn't going to be as manufactured as they thought they could make it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, he's not going to be John Cena.
No.
Because that's just, people don't like him. People didn't like Cena. But Cena always had the kids. And and at the time, WWE was appealing to them.
And Cena had women, too.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Cena had, I remember there was like girl fans of John Cena.
Even
like,
to this day.
Yeah.
They're like, now they're all grown
like
up.
in elementary school, I mean.
Yeah, like now they're grown up. And that's
yeah.
why, like, the people that are mad about Cena losing are the ones that were kids in 2006.
Yeah.
When they were 6 years old and this was their guy.
Exactly.
So that's why, like, people like Kai Cenat are so like John Cena, but I'm not, because like, no, you fucking sucked.
Yeah.
Like, it's so weird to me as a wrestling fan that's been following wrestling for so long, especially like the middle 2000s, and like that era is often widely regarded as like the golden era on Twitter, and it drives me insane because
It's not the golden
It's not. It was the furthest thing from the golden era.
It's maybe the bronze wood. Yeah.
Because like that was such a dark period in WWE history because it's just so boring.
Yeah.
Plus, on top of that, they were
It's
battling.
safe.
It was safe.
It was safe.
And on top of that, they were battling all those like steroid scandals.
Yeah.
That's when the government was cracking down. And at one point, WWE got hit with a huge steroid lawsuit or steroid case that resulted in like half the roster getting suspended.
Yeah.
And so like now they were thinned out, and that's when John Cena and Edge were feuding for like a whole year straight because there was no one else on the roster. Like Randy Orton got suspended for 2 months, dog.
But then you also have people who were just dealing with personal demons. Look at fucking Jeff Hardy, bro.
Yeah.
That was our hero for real.
Yeah, actually, you know what's funny?
Jeff Hardy and Rey Mysterio, the
Who's still wrestling?
High Flyers.
Who's still wrestling?
Yeah, High Flyers. Those were the dynamic wrestlers that, I don't know, kind of struck a chord with, I feel like, my generation.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And especially
The extreme sports generation.
Yeah, and it's funny too because at one point Cena got hurt in 2008, right? Because he returned at the Royal Rumble,
Yes.
number 30th that year, won the Royal Rumble, and Cena ended up hurting his shoulder. He tore something that he was out for like 6 to 7 months, and people were like, "What's the company gonna do?" Like they just lost their biggest face.
Yeah.
Who's gonna step up? And I was like, "See, this is perfect now because this gives somebody else the opportunity to be a star and not be seen as gets forced down their throats."
And they were forcing a lot of things down our throats. Pause.
Yeah.
With Ronda Rousey.
Oh my gosh.
Remember that storyline?
I try to forget that.
Yeah.
I try to forget that.
There's
That-
a lot of things that were forced.
Logan Paul is definitely forced.
Yeah.
I want WWE to know that we do not boo Logan Paul because he's a heel. We boo him because he's a piece of shit person. He's not doing his job good. He's just a fucking piece of shit. That's why we're booing him. We don't boo him because he's a great heel. He's just an asshole that we genuinely don't like. I need y'all to understand that. And because I hate how they just disguise that.
He is a crazy athlete, though.
I'm not even going to give him props for that. I'll tell you off camera what I think.
Okay. All right.
But
That's all we got to say.
But see, when Cena got hurt that in 2008, that allowed them to put the title on Jeff Hardy.
Yeah.
And that's when he had his legendary title run.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he feuded with Randy Orton and all that. Yeah, so it's like when Cena wasn't there, it was cool because other people got the shine. It was just there was a time period where when Cena wasn't the guy, WWE was flustered because they just didn't know how to move on to the next big person.
Yeah.
So that's when we were getting like was it Jack Swaggers and the Sheamuses and like
Kofi Kingston.
Hey, respect to Kofi because that was
Yeah.
great, but I do not like how they buried him with Brock Lesnar like that.
Yeah.
That made me feel away.
Brock Lesnar also was somebody who came back and tried to like put his stamp on the brand. And
Yeah.
remember, he ended the streak. That was in
He
that
did.
era.
I watched that.
Yeah.
I remember watching that. Me and my homie were watching that, and we were just so. Remember the black guy?
Yeah.
We were like him. We were
Yeah.
like, no way.
Yeah.
No
he
fuck.
ended the streak, the
And it was-
WrestleMania streak.
And the annoying part about it was Brock Lesnar didn't benefit from that.
Yeah.
By that point, Brock Lesnar was already Brock Lesnar. He's been Brock Lesnar for like 10 years by that point.
Yeah, but
And
then
he
he was
wasn't-
also the Brock Lesnar who,
He squashed Cena.
Yeah,
He beat
but,
the fuck out of Cena in
but
2014.
this was also the same Brock Lesnar who came back to WWE with his tail tucked between his legs because he failed in UFC.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he lost one match in UFC and quit.
Yeah.
That motherfucker was beating the fuck out of Frank Mir. Then he fought the fat guy. No, that was Kimbo Slice. Never mind.
Yeah.
But yeah, he lost one fight and then he was like, I'm done.
I
Now, CM Punk had a failed MMA career.
no, yeah.
CM Punk got the fuck beat out of him.
Yeah. But it's like, wasn't he overweight for his build or something like that? And he got
In
like,
UFC?
Yeah, and he got tossed.
Yeah, actually, I don't think heavy.
He's not a small guy.
heavyweights
but
don't have
big
a-
for his class.
But I don't think there's actually like a weight requirement after a certain point. Because like if you're just above this number, that's just what it is in heavyweights.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but
but-
I'm saying he would be a smaller fighter though.
Oh, he would?
That's what I'm saying.
I mean, nah,
How
he
tall is he?
Brock Lesnar? He probably
No,
like.
I'm talking about CM Punk.
Oh, CM Punk.
no,
Oh,
Brock Lesnar is humongous.
yeah, yeah. Okay, my bad. Oh,
He
CM
was
Punk.
dealing with real killers. I'm saying CM Punk was too big for his body size and too small for
His weight class?
yeah.
Okay, he was like the lower tier of his weight class.
Exactly,
Okay,
that's what I'm saying.
Okay, that's what you're saying. Okay, I thought you were talking about Brock Lesnar.
No.
like,
Brock
heavyweights
Lesnar
don't
always
have a
been a
cap.
problem.
Yeah.
In terms of size and weight.
I just think CM Punk, that was one of them situations where he just wasn't as qualified of a fighter as the rest of his peers were in UFC. UFC is like the top of the top. So it's like you don't have any experience in MMA fighting,
Yeah.
but you are a professional wrestler, which
An
does,
athlete.
and which does go a long way in the grappling sense if you're that kind of wrestler. But UFC is also a striking league and kicking league. And so it's like, yeah, you could throw punches and kicks in wrestling, but now we're actually punching each other.
Yeah.
Can you take I'm sure you can take a punch, but can you take a professional UFC punch?
And with
Which he couldn't.
Pardon me.
He got his ass beat a lot, so he couldn't really.
in the UFC, they're direct hits.
Yeah.
Or not direct hits. They're like jabs and like slight hits.
Mm-hmm.
In WWE, you might you're gonna feel the weight of a boot, but it's direct and you can, kind of brace yourself for it.
You know it's gonna happen.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And yeah, bro, it's a different animal. You get just seeing like niggas
Anderson
get
Silva
kicked in their
kicks you.
shins.
Yeah, Anderson
Like-
Silva kicks you. It's not gonna be the same as like Kofi Kingston kicking you,
Bro,
because you know Kofi's gonna kick you.
Exactly.
You don't know Anderson Silva's about to kick you right in your chest.
bro. Exactly, bro.
And so I think the first fight I remember seeing Punk had in UFC was a bad one. Like he was bloody. It wasn't a good look. Like he just left WWE too, and everybody was like, "Oh, I know Triple H is laughing his ass off."
Bro, it's like, I don't know. We need to get into the psyche of a wrestler because they go from WWE and then they'll go to like professional mixed martial
Actually,
arts.
Bobby Lashley did MMA too.
Yeah, Bobby
He was
but-
undefeated. I
but
think
he was- yeah.
He did the Bellator, the Gladiator.
Bellator? Is
Bellator.
that- yeah, Bellator.
That's what he did that.
And then they'll go to TNA and then go back to WWE. Did you see TNA has a partnership with WWE apparently?
The fucking TNA champion was in the Rumble last night,
That's fucking
and
crazy.
he had a huge pop. Like the crowd was excited to see him too.
That's fire.
Which I saw Triple H post a picture this morning on Twitter of him and the guy from TNA together. It's like, hey man, thanks for being in the Rumble this year.
Yeah.
And the guy was wearing the TNA belt and had the TNA logo on it. I was like, dude, this is like a fever dream almost.
When they used to like put in a bonus character in the fighting games of a TNA player, like they put Sting or somebody in the video game,
Yeah.
like on some cheat code shit, that was always like, damn, these are like the comics I never read. You know what I'm saying? These
Yeah.
are like the comics that are in the back of the stock. You know what I'm saying?
And it was cool, man. Like once it's so surreal to me as somebody that, because I was following TNA early on, like in 2006. Like that was like a good alternative for me as somebody that wasn't happy with the product WWE was putting out.
Because they had Kurt Angle. They had
I was
stars.
watching before they got Kurt Angle too.
Oh,
like
shit.
I watched him debut on TNA. I watched
Oh,
him leave
damn.
WWE, debut on TNA, and his first match was against Samoa Joe. And at the time, I think TNA was only an hour show.
Yeah.
And their match lasted the whole hour.
Wow.
Like I think that was part of the bit, but they were like, yeah, we had more matches scheduled tonight, but this match hasn't ended yet, so we're just gonna keep going until it's over.
Bro, see,
and that was sick.
Yeah.
That was tight. And then like that was how I got into AJ Styles, Abyss, who's a producer for WWE now, Samoa Joe, and it was so cool to see like all of those guys in TNA eventually make their way to WWE and have great careers.
Yeah.
Because during that time, WWE always looked at TNA as like the minor leagues.
Yeah.
And that's what the wrestlers in WWE would say about TNA wrestlers. Like, oh, well, you know, we tell stories here. They just fly around the ring. You know, this is the big dog leagues, not that shit over there. And so to see AJ Styles come in and get a huge reception, like he made his return at the Rumble last night.
Yeah.
And that was tight to see people excited. Just the fact that he made it to be a champion was great.
Yeah.
Because it's like he was one of those guys that they would talk slick about.
Yeah.
When it came to TNA, WWE did. And so to see him get his due, Samoa Joe was getting his due. It's just great to see. And the fact that TNA now has a partnership with WWE where they're gonna have people cross over into the shows.
Crossover into the shows, the video games, everything.
Everything. Like, it's really surreal to see because there was a point in time where you couldn't even mention TNA's letters on WWE programming or bring a sign that had a TNA.
But you know who that is, though.
That's Vince.
Exactly, bro. You know who that is.
Yeah.
And what I've always liked and respected about wrestling is that they always, always, always find time to shed light on the little guy and respect that there are tiers to get to this one spot, right?
Yeah.
In other sports, that's really not a thing. It's just like, oh, I do this, and y'all might make little mixtapes of basketball, but this is actual basketball.
Yeah.
With wrestling, they'll be like, oh, I saw this this tape from, I don't know, bumfuck Kentucky. We need to get that talent in this bitch right now. I've always liked wrestling because of that. Because anybody can make it. You could really be or have a Rudy ass story like, oh, I want to play for the Fighting Irish, and you can get your ass up there and come up with a character and actually like progress. You can see progression with that.
And that's the cool part about wrestling. If you really see wrestlers stick it out like John Cena, I'll give him props for the fact that early in John Cena's career, he almost got fired because he was he was bland. He didn't have no personality to him. There was no gimmick that he had. He was just going out and wrestling and giving his heart out.
Yeah.
But it wasn't enough because people weren't entertained by him. They just didn't care about him.
All the stars have that stumbling point.
Yeah.
Even The
Rock.
The Rock came out in the straw
like
dress.
his father.
Yeah, the straw dress with the things on his arms.
And, you know, happy-go-lucky guy. Hey, y'all, I'm Rocky Johnson's son, Rocky Maivia. I'm happy to entertain y'all.
Booker T, before he had locks, this nigga was on in the middle
Harlem
of
Heat.
the ring with his brother. He was
Harlem
a tag
Heat.
team.
Yeah.
Harlem Heat.
And
So-
like Booker T was a guy that had to really work his way up in WCW because WCW was a company that was so plagued by politics from the top guys like Hogan and Kevin Nash and all them that it was hard for people on the mid card to get to the next level.
Exactly.
Which is why like people like Chris Jericho, Eddie Guerrero, Rey Mysterio, all of them left WCW and went to WWE.
And don't even think about a belt.
No,
don't even think about it.
If Hogan don't sign off on it, you're not getting it,
Bro,
And
don't
Hogan's
think
not
about
signing off on shit, which is why people hate Hogan now.
Bro.
Kind of comes back we were talking about Sebastian, but because I was explaining to him why people booed Hogan and shit.
Bro, Hogan is like Trump, bro.
No, he is. Yeah, he's damn near Trump.
He's
in
like the
form.
wrestling Trump, bro, because like he was icon. What would be the word? Like,
Iconic.
no, yeah, he
Do
was.
we got somebody in the chat?
It was just a Sean.
Okay.
I already put it on the screen.
Okay.
What's up, Sean? But he was like iconic in the video games and how they presented him. He was like always this mystic figure, like a legendary Pokemon, right? And then in rap, that's how Trump was perceived. Oh, I got Trump bucks. I got we gonna take
Bill
over
Gates,
this world with
Trump,
this.
let me in,
Yeah.
I see you now.
Exactly, bro.
Yeah.
It's always been that. And then once, things have caught up and people have more information about these people, it's like, no, fuck you, bro. You're a piece of shit.
Yeah.
That's why we're booing you.
Hey, man, that booing was one of the greatest.
Because if the booing was about politics, like The Undertaker, his politics are shitty too.
You know what I learned last night too? Ironically, so there's a wrestler named Damian Priest.
Okay.
He is like, he came out to the Rumble, he got on the ropes, and he started walking on the ropes like Taker would do.
Yeah.
And I was like, why is he moving like Taker? And then one of the commentators said, yeah, the Undertaker mentors him. He's like a young prospect for him. And I said, wow, how ironic that one of Undertaker's proteges is a Mexican wrestler. Like that's
Remember
just,
when JBL was kicking niggas at the border?
at the board? Man, I was telling my roommates about that. They're like, "What?"
He kicked him into the water.
They were
he
like,
said,
"What?"
"I better not find your ass." And I'm like, "What the hell?"
This was wild to me.
Bro, back then it was like, "Oh, it's so trivial. We could do this on TV." But now it's like, bro,
Let's be a little
chill.
mindful. Yeah.
Chill. We
There
got
was
sponsors.
There
and
was
shit
a
now.
funny moment that people were kind of pointing out that was kind of subtle. So the Rumble started off with Rey Mysterio, number
Yes.
1, and Penta, number 2.
Yeah.
First time coming across each other since Penta debuted like 2-3 weeks ago, right?
Yeah.
And so, two luchadors are going at it. The clock starts ticking 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Next thing you see on the Jumbotron, American made Chad Gable. Which is like, people were like, how funny is that, or how ironic is that? You have two luchadors, two historic luchadors at that,
Yes.
starting off the Royal Rumble, and then the next thing you see on the Titantron is American made. Now, granted, storyline wise, it made sense because Chad Gable's been having this storyline where he keeps losing the luchadors.
Oh, okay.
So it made sense for him to be the third guy to face the two luchadors. But people were like, that's just a little funny.
Yeah.
But yeah,
You should have had a Canadian come out.
there was a few Canadians in there.
No, in that.
Oh, in that, yeah,
In that.
yeah. But overall, man, I'm really happy for Jey Uso. I like, it's gonna be interesting to see where they go with it. He already lost to Gunther once at Saturday Night Main Event 2 weeks ago, so I don't know how they're gonna build this up for him. But I'm just happy because I just know his story, I know his journey, and I know how hard he had to work to get here.
Yeah.
And so I could salute him just for that.
Yeah.
And like I think John Cena was cool with putting him over in that moment because he's kind of like what Cena was to kids when Cena was in his prime.
Yeah.
Now he's not now granted, I'm not gonna slouch Cena and say he was a horrible wrestler. Like he gave his heart. He could hold a match. Let's put it like that. Whereas Jey Uso,
And he had the look. We can't forget
Jey
about the
Uso
look,
got the look. He got a way cooler look than Cena ever had.
but he's not cut.
He's still, I mean, all right, yeah. Cena was crazy.
Yeah.
Cena was
Like-
Cena was different.
Yeah.
Cena was,
Like,
hey, last night at the
explosive.
Rumble, like, it's so funny seeing Cena old because he's still muscular, but
Yeah.
he's not.
He was cut.
Yeah,
bro.
dog.
Like that old music video. Remember that music video of him? What was it called? Chillin' or
Oh, when he for his album?
yeah,
Yeah.
like
He threw somebody through a window.
like bro, he's wrestling when bro. I would never step to prime John Cena ever. Like
Yeah, actually, I think before, we're talking about how wrestlers can have cool stories that get them to that moment. I think Cena was just a bodybuilder in Venice Beach before he got he signed on with WWE's developmental program.
yeah,
Yeah,
that makes
OVW.
sense because like bro, speaks for itself. Bro.
Yeah.
that got you where you need to be.
And I guess there was like a year, I think it was like 2013 or 14 or something. I wasn't watching at the time, so I'm not too sure. But there was a time period where people were like, yeah, Cena was just doing whatever in the ring in 2014. Because why is he doing a Hurricane Rana? Because I guess that was like the year he was just trying to respond to all the critics that say he couldn't wrestle. So he just started doing like wild shit in the ring, like Hurricane Ranas and shit that he's never done in his life.
bro, well, shit, Joe.
But
Is
yeah,
I Show Speed okay?
man, he got laid the fuck out. Drop a bomb for Speed though, man. Like, yeah. Oh, I Show Speed was in the Royal Rumble last night. Yeah. So there was an incident where one of the entries was coming out to the ring. The countdown hit. He comes outside. He's hype. But
Wasn't he like the second person to come out or something?
Nah, he was like the 10th or 11th person.
Okay, all right.
But as he was coming out, there was a heel that just got eliminated, so he was pissed off. So as he's walking to the back, this guy comes to the front. He's like, "Yeah, Royal Rumble." He's all hype.
This is Speed.
No, this is the guy that got attacked. So Carmelo Hayes attacks this guy from behind, knocks
Okay.
him out. They're like, "Oh my God, get him to the back."
Yeah.
And they were like, "He can't perform in the Rumble like this." And then so Triple H was like, "Speed, you go out there." And so that's how Speed got in the Royal Rumble.
Okay.
Because Speed was like, "What? I can't." He's like, Triple H's like, "Do it. Just go out there." And so Speed actually eliminated somebody.
Oh, that's tight.
So he got one elimination to his name, and then like, Braun Breaker.
He like throw him outside the ring, and I saw he like got caught and then slammed into the announcer table.
Oh yeah,
That's how I saw he got
like,
eliminated.
He got.
He's
dog,
like, no, and he gets thrown out.
Braun Breaker by that point was on fire in the Rumble because he came out and he was just spearing motherfuckers left and right, like laying motherfuckers out, like. And so like him and Speed throw this guy out, and Speed's like, yeah, I did it. And then you just see Braun Breaker running off the ropes all of a sudden. I'm like, I was like, no, he's not about to spear Speed, is he?
Yeah.
Oh, he speared the fuck out of Speed.
Yeah.
Like, he did not hold back.
Because that's when he picked him up and then threw him, right?
Yeah, so he spears Speed, right? And he spears Speed like he speared Roman Reigns later in the match. Like, he did not hold back at all.
And this nigga's still 19, 20.
Yeah.
Like, he's still small body.
And then, so, like, they throw him out the ring, and there was a guy that he helped eliminate that was still outside the ring, so he catches him.
Yeah.
And then that's when he fucking throws Speed on the table and shit. Nah, low-key, this was a fire Royal Rumble, for real.
Yeah.
Outside of the ending, which if I would have saw, I would have loved. But since I missed it, I just missed it. But up until that point...
You can't knock it because you fucked up.
I mean, like, it only fucked up.
You can't knock it because you fucked up, Joe.
No. I'm saying I fucked up because I thought it was over already. But, you know, the beauty about wrestling is there's a lot of surprises in that bitch.
Joe.
There's a lot of surprises.
Joe. They gonna be on your ass.
Listen.
Don't let the
I'm not-
WWE
hey,
algorithm
I'm not-
catch us.
Listen, man, I ain't letting none of these bitch ass Cena fans get me out of pocket. I'm ready to go to war with you bitch ass motherfuckers.
Let's do it.
17th historic world title. Shut up. Eat a dick.
They said I feel like the same people who like are vocal about John Cena are the same people who are like Boston Celtics fans.
They're kind of the same.
I feel like they're pretty similar.
The same diaphragm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like,
And where's John Cena from?
I think he is from Boston.
Oh wow. Okay.
Don't
All right.
quote me on that, but I really do think he is from Boston, Massachusetts.
Well, shit, Joe. 30 minutes dedicated to WWE.
I love
Is
it,
that
man.
how you expected today to go?
Actually, no, hell yeah, I did. 'Cause I was like, bro, y'all going too crazy on my man Jey Uso, dog. The Yeet Man. Yeah, he can't really wrestle that nice, but you can't say he didn't earn that spot. Like, this man Jey Uso really became one of the top faces in the company all by his own doing.
When I got here, Joe said, "Put Jey Uso in the motherfucking thumbnail."
Do it.
I said, "Okay, all right, whatever you want."
I want them to know what we talking about.
What is it? Oh yeah,
The speed. Yeah, bro. He laid him the fuck out. And actually, fun fact, Braun Breaker, on top of being the son of Rick Steiner and the nephew of Scott Steiner, he also used to play professional football. So that he practically got speared by a professional football player. Yeah, he laid the fuck out of him. Shout out to Speed, though, man. He did a lot better than I thought he would.
Gotta get an applause. Hold on, one time.
You
for
know,
Speed, man.
I mean, I ideally, I would love to, like, one day end up in the WWE ring and maybe get laid out, too.
Pause.
Yeah, pause.
Yeah, that was crazy.
But, you know, like, that's a crossover I actually want to push for. It's like a WWE yada yada crossover.
Joe's gonna be.
What's that meme with that dude?
That's that.
That's that one. Yeah.
That's that one, bro. That's that one. Okay, so 32 minutes in, 7 motherfuckers watching it. Make sure you guys like and subscribe, please.
We're trying to run it up this year, man. We're trying to do this.
We're trying to do it
really
big.
trying to do this shit.
You're trying to sell out too. So if you want
mean,
to help us support us, make sure you hit.
If you want to help us sell out, please.
Yeah, if you want to help us sell out, make sure you hit that link in the bio. That's for StreamYard. Get us some credits on the back end so that we can keep coming consistently. Pause.
You know, yeah, that was a crazy one. Right
I
there.
know. That's why I had
That was
to do
crazy.
that.
That's why I had to. You should have heard the straining in his voice when he did that. I wish I
should
could
have saw the blood vessel in my fucking forehead.
Right? He said, "Help us."
That's how I come. Anyway,
That's how I'm coming.
that's how. Hey, all right.
Actually,
Shit, Joe. What's in the docket? Academics. We talked about Royal Rumble.
Actually,
Weekend.
let's talk about the week. Let's talk about some good shit in music
Okay.
first. Let's talk about the weekend, okay?
You listened to the whole album
I have listened to the whole album. I think I've heard it at least 3 times.
3 times.
Hurry Up Tomorrow, the final album in the second trilogy of the weekend. Drop a bomb, Andre. This is not just a regular album. This is the album. This is the final album from the weekend.
He's now Abel Tesfaye.
He is now officially gone by Abel. And so with this album, right, I was super curious to know how is he going to finish this trilogy, the After Hours, Dawn FM, and now Hurry Up Tomorrow. Because
The
After
Face
Hours
trilogy, basically.
is the what?
The Face trilogy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Ooh,
There's always something going on with his face. He was bloody.
Oh, that's
he was
right.
old.
Yeah.
Now he's drowning.
Now he's drowning. See, and so that's what I was curious about, right? Because so After Hours is about him just living this lifestyle.
Mm-hmm.
Dawn FM is about him like about
Nostalgic.
dying.
Yeah.
Dying. He's
Okay.
like he's old.
Yeah.
And he's like reflecting. He's like, oh damn, now I'm just like an old man. This is it. And so I was curious to know, like, what's the next step in this story? Like, how are you going to continue the step if he died in the last album? And so with this This album is really well done. It's a long album. It's an hour and a half, 22 songs. Extremely long, but I think it's very well worth the listen.
It's a 2025 long album though.
Yeah, like
that's not really long.
I mean, technically, it's like a real album because every song is almost average of 4 to 5 minutes.
Yeah, I saw that though.
But it's a ride though.
Yeah.
It makes it interesting. It's not like the same song. Some songs have switches, beat changes. A lot of shit's going on in this album.
Yes.
And so if you don't look at the track list and you just play it, you wouldn't know what song you're on.
That's true. I kept having to like, am I on the same situation?
But that's why I like it because he really, as we know, The Weeknd's a huge music buff or a huge movie buff.
Yeah, movie
and
buff,
I think he really did a great job of presenting this final album as a movie with these transitions, these sounds, the soundscape he has around the album, around the songs. It almost feels very like Scorsese-ish, and with the attention to detail he went with it. And so this album to me is like him seeing his life flash before his eyes, and the lifestyle he lived. And I think the conclusion of the album is, so let's see. It's towards the end of the album, right? Mm-hmm. Is it called, Waiting a Moment? What's this motherfucker called? Without a Warning. So Without a Warning, to me, is his official encore and final send-off as The Weeknd. And it's essentially him giving the crowd one last performance as The Weeknd. It's like literally him leaving it all on stage. Mm-hmm. And the next song, the outro, Hurry Up Tomorrow, I think is a song that he's really performing from the standpoint of Abel. And he's speaking to us, not as The Weeknd no more, but now as Abel Tesfaye.
Yes.
And he's saying, like, yo, realistically, like, I can't handle none of this no more. I can't handle this lifestyle that this character and this persona has brought onto me. I can't handle the drugs no more. I can't handle the heartache and the loss. He's like, I want to feel pain. I need the change. And that's why he's saying, hurry up tomorrow. He's like, I'm ready to just be able. I'm ready for this new beginning because the way I was living previously, just it's not doing it for me no more.
It's not sustainable.
It's not. I need to shed this skin so I can be the change that I want to see. I want to see heaven. I want to see the light.
So with that, let's put that in brackets, right? With that being the end and being ready for tomorrow, right? Hurry up tomorrow. What does that now do for the other two projects that are in the series? When he's dying, does that like hit different, or like what does the ending what light does the ending shed on the last two albums? That's what I'm trying to ask.
So I would say it's just, so this album, from what I've seen, Weeknd, now granted, I like The Weeknd. I'm a huge Weeknd fan, but I wasn't tapped in super early like a lot of people were.
Yes.
So I don't think I really caught on to The Weeknd until maybe about Beauty Behind the Madness. In terms of listening to projects.
Yes.
Like I listened to Kissland, I wasn't that impressed with it. But then
really?
Yeah.
But
the general, it seemed like at the time the general consensus was like it's just an okay Weeknd album.
It's a cooker though. I feel like that it was.
The diehard Weeknd fans didn't seem happy with it from what I was reading at the time.
Yeah, but wasn't that his first album though?
Yeah, that was technically his
first album. So that was like his first time leaving Toronto. I'm seeing the world. I'm in Tokyo. The Tokyo and Asian influence is there. The loud electronic music is there. I'm on my Daft Punk shit, but I'm not. Please don't sue me. That's how I feel about that album.
Okay.
Like, it's like The Weeknd infused. It's The Weeknd meets the world almost.
Yeah.
And then the next one is like, okay, I got to sell records.
Yeah.
That's the next.
I gotta be a pop star
be a
now.
superstar.
And actually, yeah, salute to him because what was the intro on this album called? It's called Wake Me Up.
Yes.
Right? And I think this intro was so amazing because, you know, we've always had the Michael Jackson comparisons, especially when I Can't Feel My Face came out.
Bro, in his first few mixtapes, he sung Dirty Diana.
Oh, that's right. See?
He sung Dirty Diana, and I played that for my aunt. She's the biggest Michael Jackson fan. She almost couldn't tell the difference.
Yeah.
Literally.
Like
she said, where'd you get this acapella? I said, no, that's Abel.
That's Abel.
That's Abel there.
Nah, auntie, that's Abel. Not acapella, that's Abel.
That's a different A.
Yeah. But so the Michael Jackson comparisons have always been there his whole career, right?
Yes.
And you could definitely tell by his music performances, his videos, his presentation of his music that he's definitely inspired by Michael Jackson, and that's what he strives to be. So with this album, he starts it off with the intro, Wake Me Up, and it's very subtle in the very beginning, but then all of a sudden the beat drops. Mm-hmm. And when you hear that beat drop, you realize that it's the drums and the melody from Thriller.
Yes, I remember that.
Yeah.
Yes.
So now, like, he kicked off the album with a Thriller sample.
Yeah.
You
the
know,
it was the bass line.
Yeah,
it was the bass
the
line.
bass line.
Yeah.
The bass line. You know, I heard that shit and I said, I fucking wish Drake would have dropped that P&D album that day too. So that shit could get blown the fuck out.
Now they're scared. I heard people around Drake's team don't want to like go too far off track. Want to get off this highway and then come right back on.
Okay,
right?
yeah.
So they're scared that once that does drop, he might not even break 140.
No, he's not. I don't think he will.
Let's put a pin in it.
We'll come back to that. Okay, but yes.
The Weeknd album.
The Weeknd.
Thriller.
Yeah.
Go.
He sampled Thriller on the intro, and I think that was just, there was no better way to start the final Weeknd album.
Yes.
If this is the final Weeknd album. There was no better way to start the final Weeknd album than with that Michael Jackson sample. I think that's like the ultimate like full circle moment for him as an artist to start his album off that. Because you know how hard it is to get a fucking Michael Jackson sample cleared?
Literally.
And Thriller of all samples?
Quincy Jones just died. Who's the one signing off on this shit? His body not even cold. Who just?
I love
they
that.
just laid him down.
I love how I said that. Like, you know how hard it is to get a Thriller sample cleared? Andre goes, Quincy Jones just died. Should we drop a bomb for Quincy Jones?
Nah, we gotta
Give
go.
a round of applause.
Yeah, we gotta.
He said a bomb might be a little much.
Bro, they were mad at a dead Quincy Jones that he gave each of his kids $8 million. Or was it 10 or something?
Oh,
I can't remember. Anyway, it was a lot of money. But
Yeah.
how can you be mad at a dead man for providing for his family? Still.
you know.
Anyway,
But
The Weeknd.
The Weeknd, yes. And so I just thought that was a great way to kick off this album, man. You kick it off with a Thriller sample. That's the ultimate flex to show you just how far the Weeknd has come since we were introduced to him in 2011, 2012 when he was doing the original trilogy series. And so I just think as a Weeknd fan, this is a really a perfect album for you. If you are a diehard Weeknd fan, this is the perfect album because you're getting all these different elements of Abel over the years. You're getting all these different sounds that you remember hearing from him back in the day. He's bringing them all because it's like I said, it's like his life flashing before his eyes.
yes.
So you're getting all these different sounds that you were familiar with from the past albums, and then as you get closer towards the end, it's when you start getting like the more somber. It's like, well, guys, this is it.
Yeah.
This is the end. Because there was the last song, "Waiting for a Moment."
Yeah.
Let me see what it's at. Without a Warning, right? Like the hook is amazing. It said, the crowd would scream my name, and the crowd would feel my pain. Hope you'll love me till my final day. And this is the song before the outro.
Yeah.
And how this song ends, it ends with the crowd giving a round of applause, and then it goes silent. And then that's when Hurry Up Tomorrow starts, and which has got like a more ambient, heavenish feel, new beginning, blank slate feel. And that's him being raw, honest, and truthful of like, yeah, I can't do this lifestyle. I can't do this.
Is this the last song?
No, this is the song before the last.
Okay.
And then like when the applause ends, then the last song comes on.
Okay.
And that has like the blank slate feel.
Now, the last song, I don't know if you noticed this
Mm-hmm.
this detail, but the last song actually perfectly fades into high for this.
I'm glad you said
His
that.
first record.
I was gonna. My roommate Mike mentioned that.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so like I said, full circle moment.
Yeah.
And so yeah, this is really. I think The Weeknd, when you really break it down, I don't think there's really too many discographies that are almost as flawless as his. If you want to start from like the beginning to, because if this really marks the end for the Weeknd discography, not as Abel, but just the Weeknd character,
Yeah.
it's really flawless.
Yeah.
There's not a. I think maybe Kissland might be the only miss, depending on who you ask.
Yeah.
But I think every Weeknd
They
song.
also didn't like the one where he was singing about Selena Gomez. Call
Really?
Out My Name.
Oh, that one?
Yeah.
That was a great album.
I feel like people.
My Dear Melancholy.
Yeah. Melancholy.
Melancholy.
Yeah. They shit on that album.
Dog, that album was fire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That came out in the perfect like winter sequence.
Yeah.
Like
because he was fresh off of Starboy,
exactly.
and so he was still in that bag. And I guess the album was supposed to be a lot more brighter.
Mm-hmm.
But then he broke up with Selena Gomez, and then that's how he created My Dear Melancholy.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then so the Wake Up song that was on Astroworld,
Yeah.
that was originally going to be on, I think, that album that he was working on The Weeknd.
Yeah.
And
But it wasn't relevant no more because
he was heartbroken.
He wasn't,
Yeah.
The sweetness
And
ran dry.
it's funny. When I first heard Astroworld and I heard Wake Me Up or Wake Up, and, after Travis' verse, the Weeknd comes in. You decide if I live or die.
Yeah.
I was like, dog, this had to be a Weeknd song because why is he going so crazy on this hook? Like, holy shit, this
bridge.
Yeah, like this bridge, this melody. I don't want to wake up. Like he was feeling that shit. I was like,
he was too sweet, bro.
Yeah, he was in love.
Man.
Yeah, but overall, man, I think this is a phenomenal Weeknd album. And if you're a Weeknd fan, I think you walk away very satisfied with what you got. It's an hour and a half long, 22 songs. Songs are 5 minutes. Even the songs that feel like interludes are 3 minutes.
Yeah.
So I think this is really just a perfect Weeknd album. And I'm very happy with what I've heard so far. All the features are phenomenal. Travis Scott's on there. Actually, I do like Timeless a lot more on the sequence of the album, too.
Really? What is Timeless around if somebody wasn't like privy to the album?
So Timeless is it's like in the middle of the album.
Yes.
And actually the run it's on is crazy. So like after track 8, Open the Night, so you start with Open the Night, track 8, all the way up until like Big Sleep, which is 8 songs. It's just a phenomenal run. And the songs after that are amazing too, but that's just, just kind of break it down a little bit more instead of saying, yeah, the whole album's just fire. But yeah, that 8-track run, but it's between Give Up on Me, I Can't Wait to Get There, and Timeless. Like that 3-track run is phenomenal. Because what's it called? Giving Up on Me has elements that are in Timeless, like the little like those little synth keys or whatever. There's a few of those on Giving Up on Me, and I was like, oh, this is where we get Timeless from.
Yeah.
And then you go into I Can't Wait to Get There, which is like serves as a little interlude.
Yeah.
And then it transitions into Timeless perfectly to the point where I actually do like the song a lot more now.
Timeless, yes.
Yes. So let's
Shout out AI.
God, please don't do that to me. Yeah, so I would probably say like my favorite songs right now are like Wake Me Up, Open Hearts is great, Big Sleep is great, Hurry Up Tomorrow's phenomenal, and then I Can't Wait to Get There.
Sound like you like the whole damn album.
I mean, practically, yeah. I just didn't want to say I like the whole album.
Let's make some noise for that, man.
That's pretty generic. But have you got a chance to listen to it yet?
Funny enough, I haven't. I did want to dedicate time to it this week because I know that we were going to come in here and talk about it, but I wasn't in the right headspace. I don't know. I feel like with the Weeknd, especially the last album, the Donna Femme album,
did you like that album?
I love that album. I really like the latter half of it.
What's so funny, Sebastian?
I like the here. I'll pull up the songs I have saved still.
Yeah,
so,
that's a great winter album too.
Exactly, but I feel like with the Weeknd, you really have to set the mood. You can't just like have you can't start a new Weeknd album during the daytime, in my opinion.
Yeah, I
think Donna Femme.
Well, I think Donna Femme was one of the more easier accessible albums he's put out. In terms of just like being a casual listener, if you wanted to just throw on a Weeknd album, that one's very accessible to me. If you're just a casual listener, because it's light beats, high tempo energy, very dance party-ish, rave-ish.
I think his easiest listen to jump into is Starboy. If I'm being honest.
Starboy, yeah, Starboy's great too. I love Starboy.
Starboy has Reminder, it has Rockin', Secrets, True Colors,
6 Feet Under,
Sidewalks. Yep.
What's that? I Feel It Coming.
I Feel It Coming. Die for You.
Die for You. Ooh, wee.
Come on, man.
Yeah, listen, I don't know how people didn't like Starboy. That album does not have a miss on it.
I don't think people didn't like it.
I think some people would say it was a little too commercial for them.
I say my thing for Starboy is he didn't push himself vocally. There's no standout moments like in terms of him like hitting a note that we haven't heard before, right?
Yeah.
With Trilogy, he was going crazy. He was putting it all on the line. He was trying to, stop selling shoes and robbing niggas, right?
Yeah.
He was on the streets and shit. With After Hours, you got like Snow Child.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
What is it, Leaving LA?
Yeah. I'd say the hardest song that he had to probably like exert himself for in terms of singing on Starboy would probably be Sidewalks, where he's like,
Sidewalks,
and he don't even do that part live.
I bet he doesn't.
He does.
He fucking doesn't.
He does a vocal backing. So
actually, I would love to hear him try to do. He could probably do it now. He probably just didn't have the range back then to like really hit that live,
Mm-hmm.
but he could probably do it now. But I would like to see him do "Take My Breath" live and see if he can actually hit that. Take my breath.
Didn't he try to do that at the Super Bowl?
No,
I don't
way.
think he hit.
No way.
Or was Take My Breath on?
That was on Dawn.
FM?
That was on Dawn FM.
Okay, so he wasn't there yet.
Yeah, I think he
Blinding
was-
Lights.
Blinding Lights, yeah.
that was that. Yeah,
Heartless.
yeah.
Cause I'm heartless.
I don't like Blinding Lights.
I thought it was good on the album.
Okay.
I like it in the sequence of the album. I do like After Hours a lot. I like the title track a lot. That's one of my favorite 6-minute songs.
Bro.
Actually, yeah. Funny fact, we were talking. Me and Sebastian were talking before you got here, and he was like, "You like the new Weekend album, man?" I was like, "Yeah, bro." I was like, "Do you like it?" He goes, "Nah, I really don't like the Weekend, man." So I was like, "Wait." He said, "No, actually, no, you're right." He said he just didn't like Dawn FM,
You don't like Dawn FM? Bro, okay, here, let me
which is kind of crazy because Dawn FM had some slaps on it.
Out of Time.
Out of
Come on, bro. Everywhere from like
Down,
7
down,
down is
down.
really a cooker.
Let's see.
Is there someone else?
Ooh, that's a cooker. That's
bro,
a cooker, yo.
Come on, bro.
Listen, Gasoline.
I heard you were married with Lil Wayne.
Yeah.
Come on, bro. The first chunk of the album is kind of bad, though. I'll be honest with you.
No, hold on. Gasoline is fire. How do I make you love me?
Dude, I'm telling you.
Sacrifice?
From 1 to 6, I'm telling you, is
Those are some of the best songs on the album.
no, bro.
Is there someone else? I think the only song I like.
Look.
Yeah. Is there someone
Look, Out of
else
Time,
around?
Here We Go Again with Tyler the Creator and Best Friends to Is There Someone Else? That what was that? 1, 2, 3, 4?
Yeah.
1, 2. That 4-track run, nigga.
Yo, from Out of Time.
Went triple
is there-
platinum in my
Is there
car.
someone else?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a crazy run.
Because that bass line falls into Is There Someone Else?
Yeah, the dun 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 dun
Yeah,
dun dun. Yeah, that was crazy.
Bro.
He was cooking on that.
Shout out
album.
Jim Carrey, man.
Yeah, Jim Carrey.
Hey, you seen Sonic 3?
Not yet.
Oh my God. The Sonic movies,
Are actually really good. I heard.
bro. Literally, bro.
I legit want to watch them because I do fuck with Sonic, but I don't want to invest myself into those kind of movies if they're just gonna be horrible.
No, they're good.
But I've heard Sonic's fire.
They're decent.
Yeah.
Bro, kids' movies today, they're fire.
Yeah,
They're fire. If
As
you wanna
they
escape
deserve
from,
it. It's like the only thing we give kids these days is good movies.
Hey, and
Nothing else,
entertainment.
though.
Good entertainment, I'd say.
That's debatable.
Yeah,
They don't even have Cartoon Network no more.
bro. R.I.P.
Yeah.
But channels don't really exist how they usually
They used to.
have. You know.
Yeah.
Anyway, well, we got 11 motherfuckers watching. Make
Hey yo,
sure
man.
that y'all
Drop
like
some
and
comments in the
subscribe.
chat if y'all want to join.
IP said he didn't sing that part. Wait, never mind. I was thinking of something else. Okay. IP. He has the Avi of Patrick. Hope he's still
Mahomes
in this motherfucker. No, Patrick Star.
Star. Fire. He
Um,
said no Star.
Yeah, Star.
Shout out to IP, man.
Mahomes? No, Star.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So actually, speaking of music,
Yeah.
new music, we got
Morning.
some drops locally.
Okay.
First up on deck, we had the Babe Gabe
Yeah.
drop her latest single, second single, Swan Song. And on top of that, she dropped a video to go with it, produced by how many rings are on Saturn? 3 or 7?
It's 7.
7. Okay, 7 Rings production.
Yeah.
Ty and fuck, I'm blanking on his name.
Wow.
I'm sorry.
7 Rings sounds like the master organization of like a worldwide criminal organization. Like
worldwide.
Cobra Commander or something like that. This Cobra Commander over the 7 Rings.
Jerry. Okay, it's Ty and Jerry. 7 Rings production.
You say Tom and Jerry?
Ty and Jerry.
Okay.
So Ty and Jerry, Ty Faison and Jerry, they shot the video.
What's his last name?
Jerry?
Yeah.
I don't know.
See?
What? It's just Ty and Jerry.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. Ty and Jerry.
Ben and Jerry?
Motherfucker. You gonna let me get the bid off or not?
No, my
we'll,
bad.
we'll turn this bitch to a wrestling promo real fast.
Look, hey.
Hey, quick, hey, put that camera on me. You
My
shut your
bad.
mouth.
Okay. All right. Okay.
But yeah, so Ty and Jerry, they produced the video through their 7 Rings production company, and they shot the video for Swan Song by the Babe Gabe. And this song it's a great single to follow it up because it's very more personal compared to what we got with PSA. Whereas PSA was very high energy, very punk, very rockish, to where Swan Song is a lot more scaled back and a lot more serious in terms of just like the content that's talking about the song. Because the song Swan Song, it's about Gabe talking about an abusive relationship she was in. And she was detailing just like her experiences with being in that relationship and how she was able to grow through that trauma. And even though she hasn't seen that person or been with them in 4 or 5 years, the effects of that relationship still trouble her throughout her day-to-day life to this day. And so I think this was a great song. I think to follow up PSA with, because it's giving you another side of her artistry, and it's another side of the Gabe story.
Yes.
Because, we're in the phase of still getting to know Gabe. If we, her second song is a solo artist. So we're still getting to know her as a solo artist. And I think this is a really good way to just not only give yourself more to your listeners and more of your story to them, but also just opening the door for your listeners to maybe, who have unfortunately been in those situations, have something to like gravitate towards to you. And because it's kind of like a light. She's saying that despite this circumstance, this situation, I'm still like better than I've ever been. I've grown from that situation. Even if it was toxic, I was able to find the beauty in myself and my growth and grow from that.
Yes.
And I think that's a great message to just have to her listeners, her fans, and people who just fuck with Gabe. And the video is really dope. It's like a video, very personal, like her sitting on the couch. There's an older lady, a young girl joining her, like kind of like a mother and like a little child.
I think the younger girl was her niece, if I'm being honest.
I think it's her sister and her niece.
Yeah.
That are the two girls in the video. But it's cool because it's shot like you're seeing like 3 different generations of women.
Yes.
You see like the older sister, the middle child, and then like her niece, the older sister's child.
I feel like that was like a kind of a thing in the early 2000s to like show different perspectives in terms of music videos.
Mm-hmm.
Like it was like a layered thing. Like what was that one chick? Keke Palmer. She was in the Runaway Love.
Oh yeah.
So like to show different, or even that one music video, Lupe Fiasco.
Which one?
I push it. Hip hop just saved my life.
Okay, yeah.
Where he was showing his whole like,
it's growth. Yeah.
See, sometimes I'd be using my hand to talk, but then I'd be remembering this is a podcast and niggas can't see my hand.
Yes, you don't have the camera on you, man.
Exactly.
Don't even know what you're doing.
Exactly. I'm just.
You just sound flustered off camera.
Yeah, I'm voguing.
I'm voguing.
Anytime you don't see me on camera, I'm dancing.
Yeah.
So.
Picture that, motherfuckers.
But no, W music video, W song, W message, and W women.
W women, man, and her project's gonna drop in March.
Yeah.
And I think, I don't know.
Saber Takeover.
It's gonna be a big month. Big month for Kansas City.
Saber Takeover. The app is launching. The same. We're trying to have Saber Wave out in people's hands for the Gabe Takeover. So. Gabe, super excited for the project, super excited for March, and super excited for women this whole year, bro. Black History Month.
Yeah.
We're here.
Might be the last one we get government-wise, but,
Bro, fuck. Never mind.
Yeah, we won't go there.
Yeah. We on LinkedIn now.
Yeah. We got to keep it professional on this platform.
What's up, Marlo?
What up, Marlo? Yeet! My dog. But, I'm super excited for Gabe. So shout out to her. Congratulations on the second single. I'm excited for the project, of course. Honey Pop. It's going to be a takeover.
Yep.
A Honey Pop takeover. We had a Brat takeover last year. It's going to be the year of Honey Pop. It's going to be great. And also another local release, we had Juby Truth. Drop his new album. Drop a bomb for Juby Truth one time. I believe the project is called Nothing Is Real.
Yeah, Nothing Is Real.
Nothing Is Real.
Shout out Even.
Shout out to Juby for doing that. I like that. That's a good risk. And I bet it's already paid off for him.
Hey, run it another week. Because we want to get you on the pod. We want to run up your numbers, and we want to talk about the album as well. So
yeah, definitely
run that campaign for another week. You know what?
Hey,
here's 2 more. For
the campaign don't stop Juby till you on this podcast. Okay?
Literally.
All right, and so hopefully in the next 2 weeks we can get Juby on here because we got the Chiefs game next week. I don't want to interrupt anybody's day for that because that's a big day for the city.
Juju.
And I know Juby has a song called Patrick Mahomes, so of course he's a fucking big Chiefs fan as well.
Exactly.
So, but salute to Juby. I'm really hyped that he put that project on Even.
Yeah,
because that's I think Even such a great platform for artists, especially independent artists, to push their products on, their music on. Because I think Even does a great job of bringing the value back to music.
Yes.
And even though when you do stuff like put your music on Even as opposed to streaming services, you do lose out on that accessibility that streaming services give you to the bigger audiences and whatnot. But at the same time, you're also putting more money in your pocket.
Yeah, you're investing in yourself.
Yeah, and you're making that money back. And I think when somebody pays $5, $10, $15 for just an album, they have more value to it.
Yes.
Because that's hard-earned money. It's not $10 a month that you pay to a streaming service to get all music ever. This is one specific album you paid however much money you wanted to pay for it, and it's yours now.
Now, with Even being a tool that artists are now using to kind of like, hey, pun intended, even out the playing field of the music industry, right?
Where's the ha-ha?
Hey, hold on.
What's up, Nelson?
What? That was not the drop I was looking for, but what up, Nelson?
No, but with that, do you think that people will start just embracing buying music more and like cutting the cord of the cable? You know, the analogy of cutting the cord with
streaming
cable,
services?
but cutting the streaming cord.
I think it's going to be a little more difficult for a lot of people to just jump on that train of cutting the cord.
Because that was the thing, like, you know,
Or
iTunes.
Yeah.
Like, people bought music. It was not, like, unheard of. So now that streaming is so prevalent, do you see a world in which it's more regular?
To cut the cord?
To cut the cord.
For streaming services?
Yeah.
No.
Or maybe just buying media.
Yeah. I think with music, it's going to be a lot harder, right? I think movies have a better chance of cutting the streaming services cord
Really?
because movies can get taken down at any moment, and they don't go anywhere, right?
So can music, though.
But, like, music, it's a little more rare for just a whole album to get taken off just because the streaming service says, hey, all right, we're done pushing this album. Take it down. Right?
But the Sun's Tide Rate got taken off and was gone for months. It just got put back on streaming services, at least on Apple.
Yeah, I remember that. But that's like a rare. I think that's a rare problem. I don't know what that came down to.
Niggas
though.
was paying the bill. The distro
Forgot
kid
to pay
bill.
the distro kid bill.
Oh shit! Put it on this card.
But see, it's usually if something happens like that, it's like the label does it, samples get taken down or whatever. It's always outside fact. It's never a streaming service saying, "Hey, Spotify's decided they're going to take down Isaiah Rashad's album." Like, no, it's not rare. But Netflix could say, "Hey, this movie's going to disappear in like 2 weeks, so enjoy while you got it."
But okay.
Plus, I think with music, people are just more. Music's so convenient now. Streaming services are so convenient to just a casual music listener. I don't think a lot of them are going to just go out their way to just cut the streaming services so they can go back to supporting artists out of pocket. Because in their mind, they're probably just thinking, well, I fuck with your music, but I don't fuck with it that much. And I prefer to have all my music in one space.
Okay.
Which
I agree with
Which
that.
is where the value
The
of
one
streaming services
space.
becomes valuable. Because it's like every song I like is right here on this playlist, this streaming service. So I don't have to go to YouTube to listen to the song or go a whole nother app because I bought your album on Even.
Yeah.
So I can see why the casual music listener might have a more difficult time with that transition. Now, the people that really fuck with you, like diehards,
Yeah.
they'll follow you anywhere.
Yeah.
And as long as you put out good product for them to support, they'll support you. But the average person that you're trying to win over as a new fan, gonna be a little more difficult. Even for major artists, that's a little more difficult because now the fans are so accustomed to just convenience that if Drake decided to pull all his music off of streaming services and do like a privatized website where you can buy the albums for $15, they might not want to do that. They might just go download it illegally somewhere.
I think, but before pre-beef, I think he could have done that though.
No, he definitely could have. But
Yeah.
see, Drake's so big in the music industry that I don't think his label would ever allow him to do that, which is why he started doing the 100 gigs.
Yeah.
He wanted to see where his value was by just leaking his music to see what would happen to it. And ironically, it shows you his value's in the gutter because that shit didn't do nothing. 100
That's
gigs.
because
100 gigs for your head top and that shit came and went. How you drop 100 gigs worth of shit and no one cares after a week?
But that's because how it's packaged, Joe. Like, look, I would say this in art school all the time. If you take a shit, right, in the middle of a white room, rope it off, and present it as it's not a piece of shit in the middle of the floor, roped off, people are going to treat it like it's not.
Oh,
right?
so the Virgil Abloh?
Yeah.
Nothing?
Yeah. But if you just take a dump in the middle of the floor, it's going to be like, bro, why did you shit here? In the previous example, they're going to be like, yo, did you see that shit in there? The creases and the lumps and the...
They was eating good.
Literally.
Yeah.
You could see the corn from... You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's about presentation.
It's really
bro.
like, it's similar to the banana on the wall.
Yeah.
Presentation.
It's exactly the banana on the wall.
It's art.
Yeah. But it's about how you present it. It's all about presentation, bro.
Yeah.
And Drake, with somebody with such a limited amount of resources to his disposal, there's really no excuse. And it shows how his art has become microwave and like too commercialized to where he thought that he doesn't have to do that.
They'll just sell the product will sell itself.
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, usually the product will sell itself, but you still have to put some effort into it.
Yeah.
You have to make it feel like this is a big deal.
Exactly.
And you weren't doing that.
Context is everything.
Yes.
Because if you're releasing all this pre-beef, organized, actually considered, your ass could have got an Emmy for those tapes.
Yeah, if you really made it a moment,
Yeah.
and not just like, hey, I know we just went through some shit, but 100 gigs.
Literally, bro. You could partner with HBO Max. You could partner with a Viacom or whatever and get it on some obscure streaming service that needs looks.
Yeah.
Like, bro, Peacock just lost to WWE. I guarantee you, Universal would throw you a bag for the tapes that.
And you're signing
got you
Universal.
to that exactly.
So it all goes hand in hand.
So, literally, bro.
But see, now like we're at a point where I guess at that point, right? Drake was trying to prove his independent value. But he was trying to show the record label he didn't need them to be successful. And
I think he was trying to show that he wasn't phased, and it showed the opposite.
Yeah.
I think
Like you're overcompensating.
it was never about independence, bro. Because if it was about independence and it was about getting away from a shitty situation, you would have pulled. If you're reading this, it's too late. You would have put your best work forward.
Yeah.
Because people still talk about if you're reading this too late.
It's one of them ones.
And they look at it like the thing that kind of separates your career from this being the peak, and this kind of, it's in the ascendancy, but it's still kind of plateaued. You know what I'm saying? Like they use, if you're reading this, as the benchmark, because the next
Like when
one
things
was
got a
used.
little iffy.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Questionable.
Well, I guess for some people that mark could have been more life.
That was the stick talk. That's when he started talking that gang shit.
That free smoke. Yeah.
Running through the six with my woes.
Oh yeah. For the first time he started doing that.
That was the first stick talk shit.
Yeah.
And he had these Jamaican gangsters talking about
popcorn and shit. Yeah.
And
they go
deciphering
rewind
gang language. That was the first moment. So we've seen when you actually care, nigga, and it's not hitting, bro.
I heard he's struggling to sell out shows in Australia.
I saw that. No, I saw this thing where they said they turned that nigga into Kendrick turned him to a coffee shop open mic artist.
Yo.
Oh my god.
Yo.
What Delilah? What's it like in Australia City? I've been down under and I've been hoping for a titty. Yes, I. I didn't know what
Drake?
rhymes with city.
How did we get on Drake?
I don't know.
What were we talking about, Sebastian?
You know what we need? You know what we need as a sound effect? We need that, like the story time.
Yeah.
What we talking about? Anyway, what we have in the titling.
We were talking about Juby. We were talking about Juby even and being independent.
Oh yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's how we got to Drake.
God damn.
Yeah.
Took a local segment and turned it into Drake.
And we just stayed there.
No, man. I was actually talking.
Yeah, because actually that was part of the
Yeah.
weekend conversation.
Well, we were talking about do we see a world in which streaming
Oh yes,
gets interrupted by buying media?
Yeah, because people yearn for physical media again, but then when it comes down to like dollars and cents, people are like, maybe it's not the highest importance to me.
If artists can find a way to give the experience of tactile touch, feel to a digital product, that's when people won't mind spending money for their product. If I get a digital download and I also get some merch attached to it, or even if the artist is willing to put their pride to the side and say, do a cameo type thing, it's like, thank you for purchasing this, so-and-so. Thank you, Joe, for buying my album.
Yeah.
I appreciate it. And it's just a video like that. It's like, hell yeah, I would take I don't know, who's C-tier artist that you would buy an album from?
Like Currency.
Yeah. I'd take a Currency shout out.
Yeah, that'd be
What's
fire.
up, No So?
Yeah. Oh my God.
Literally.
I would go insane.
Yeah.
Like, I would play that shit every pod.
Exactly.
No problem.
So,
No questions asked.
I think it just needs to be. We need to think about humans.
Yeah.
In
Like
this
for
digital
example.
world, we need to think about what.
For example.
Yeah.
Childish Gambino is making a whole record player for Adavista.
Yeah.
And it does I guess it's like a record player / projector, and it plays every video off the album.
Yes.
When you play it on the record player.
Yes.
So that's something that's really cool. But then it comes down to a point like, did you actually mail those out? Because I haven't seen nobody like, hey, I got my record player.
Yeah.
I don't know if he shipped them out yet or what. So it's one of those things where like that's a good idea, but are you actually following through?
Yeah.
And actually, speaking of following through, I forgot to mention this during the Weekend discourse, but the Weeknd's actually going to drop a movie to go with the album as well.
I don't believe no movie.
I know.
I don't believe
know.
no,
That's why I was like, we're talking about Gambino.
Bro,
Let me bring this up.
Oh, here.
Oh my God, bro. Oh, hell no, man. What the fuck, man? Get your ass
Bro, I don't
on,
believe
bro.
no musician that's talking about I'm about to drop a movie with this album. Shut the hell up.
Yo,
that includes The Weeknd.
I love how
the Tyler the Creator. That includes
Oh.
Childish Gambino,
Kendrick Lamar,
Kendrick Lamar,
Kanye West.
Kanye West. Yeah, I ain't forget about the Yeezus album, nigga.
No, I ain't forget about that Cruel
Or-
Summer movie, motherfucker.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
where the fuck does that movie at?
And the Yeezus movie. And the
Oh,
Donda
that's-
movie.
And the fucking, the Graduation movie.
Bro, Yeezus movie, Donda movie, Because the Internet movie, Wolf movie. None of that shit's happening. Stop lying to us. Stop using movies as a promotional tool. Like, bro.
Did you watch The Idol?
Huh?
Did you watch The Idol?
I did watch The Idol.
What did you think about The Idol?
I thought that...
Did you watch The Idol, Sebastian?
Now, at the end of The Idol, I got what they were trying to do because they made it seem like the whole show, they made it seem like Abel's character needed to leech on somebody more popular than them to sustain his lifestyle, to sustain his ego, right? But by the end of it, they kind of twisted it to where she needed somebody to be more overbearing for her success because her mom would discipline her and hit her with like the brush and turned her into like some Joe Jackson shit.
Yeah, like,
right?
yeah.
I think that there is a interesting story there where they show that yes, in an entertainment setting, people sometimes need toxicity to advance and the problems and benefits of that. But when it's presented in a way where it's almost like a pimp / trick, like drug relationship,
Yeah.
it's never going to go well, especially when your previous work was targeted towards an angsty youth crowd. Like these angsty youth, young folk, they not going to get down with no abuse and we're going to get off and it's going to be okay. And
I don't know.
the
A lot of them are
abuser gets
big.
off scot-free.
A lot
That's
of them are big Playboy Cardi fans. So like,
no, I'm talking about the Euphoria fans.
oh, the Euphoria fans.
That's
Okay.
who-
Oh my God.
Yeah, the guy who made
Sam Levinson.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
the same guy.
Yeah, that's
So
why it was
You
just-
can't take that crowd and present them with some. This is 1v1 abuse shit. We're not getting down with that, right?
And like, there was really no payoff.
exactly.
Like it's just a very toxic show
Yeah.
with no real purpose other than just being toxic.
The twist about the show that was the most interesting part of the show should have happened in the middle of it, where it's like, no, you're not using me. I actually need you to
thrive.
be that.
Yeah, to be the star.
Yeah. No. I need me as a star. I need you to be the piece of shit
Yeah.
to me for me to be a star.
Yeah.
That's why these last few records haven't been hitting because there's nobody that
It's pushing me.
there's nobody
Toxically.
that will belittle me.
Yes.
Yeah. So that's the most interesting part of the show, and they left that to the very end where Abel was like, "Oh shit, she's actually using me. Like I'm the trick." And that's the last 3 seconds of the show.
And that was like one of the worst moments of the show. Like that payoff sucked.
Yeah.
That payoff sucked, dude.
Yeah.
6 episodes of bullshit just for that payoff. Like, all right.
And the shit that they were having the boot camp people do and all these different toxic things, and it was like these aren't even worth it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah. Like none of these people like role serve a purpose
no.
other than being just part of a cult. But it's like y'all don't do nothing really. Y'all just whatever he asks we do, but it isn't much. Y'all
Yeah.
just lay around and mooch off this girl's house.
Exactly. It
Like, why is this dude giving this dude a bath?
Exactly.
Like, look at you.
Exactly.
You're filthy.
and
And he started bathing him.
yeah, bro,
He started
it
bathing
was
him.
wild, bro. And why is what was his name? Troy Sivan getting tased and shit.
Oh, he did.
Yeah, her best friend.
Yeah.
Getting tased and shit.
And
And,
then,
then that was an interesting thing about the show too, where he was envious of her.
Yeah.
Because he could actually sing.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
So
And then he
there's so
started
many-
getting cool with them because he was
Exactly.
like, oh, I don't like her. She takes all the spotlight. Like, bitch,
Yeah.
your job is to make sure she's good.
But apparently the show was supposed to be like, wasn't it supposed to be 12 and it got reduced to 6 or something like that?
Because they kept having production issues. Like
Yeah.
I think
And
they
during the
recorded.
pandemic too.
Yeah, and then I think on top of that, they recorded like 4 or 5 episodes.
Yeah.
And then Sam Levinson or The Weeknd was just like, hey, we got to start over.
Yeah.
Scrap all of that. And that's what HBO was like, all right, this ain't worth the trouble no more. So y'all get 6 episodes, then you're done.
And that the Idol kind of like disrupted the momentum of, not even kinda, it disrupted the momentum of Euphoria season 3.
Oh.
That shit ain't never coming out,
And on top of that,
and nobody wants
nobody's going to be on the show.
Yeah.
I just seen Ruth's sister from the show saying she's not
it.
going
Yeah,
back.
Storm Reed,
Yeah, she said I'm not doing another season. I'm too busy.
she doing walkthroughs in Atlanta.
Like Zendaya about to get married to Tom
You don't
Holland.
be seeing those posters.
Mm-hmm.
Storm Reed be doing walkthroughs in Atlanta, in the clubs and shit.
Let-
Like she a rapper.
Hey, salute to her. I don't know why y'all be paying money to see just women in the club. They're not gonna talk to you, dog. Like, I don't know why. I don't know why is that such a driving factor for a lot of you motherfuckers. Like, why are you going to the club because Jada's there? Like,
No, why are you going to the club? Because
Storm Reed's gonna be there. Like, you think you got a shot with Storm Reed?
What are they called? Baddies.
The bat. Like, oh, you think the girl from Baddies, fucking Kansas City at the club is gonna talk to you? Like, no, bitch. They're gonna tax you more at the door because you're a man for one.
Yeah.
They're gonna get that bread from you, and that girl's gonna be in a section where you can't even get to. There's gonna be a big ass bodyguard you're gonna have to talk to first before you even get to there.
You might have to throw some water or something.
Yeah, like y'all are so pathetic sometimes, man. Like,
Man.
I hate club culture, bro. Y'all so pathetic.
No, for real.
Got the game all fucked up. Do we got some comments, Andre? I see somebody talking in the chat.
Marlo, he said independent sales / even. That's what we were talking about.
Okay, yeah.
That he was trying to get us on track.
Okay. Oh yeah. Thanks, Marlo. Thank
Yeah.
you. And then let's see what else. You want to talk about your man's academics?
It's not my man's, bro.
Academics.
Yo,
Yo, man's is caught in some shit.
let's stay on music and then we can end with academics.
Okay. What else you want to talk about music wise? Let me see what else.
We got to talk about that Tommy snippet.
Oh, that's right, Tommy
You can play it
Rich,
through-
man.
You can play it through the situation, and I don't think it's on streaming yet.
No, not yet. I don't think the song's even out yet.
No.
So Tommy Richmond dropped a new snippet called "Acting Up,"
Yes.
and people are giving it a lot of backlash because if you guys remember, I'm sure everybody remembers this. This is one of the few things that the internet just never forgets.
Yeah.
It's hilarious when it happens. But Tommy Richmond, as you guys know, had that infamous tweet where he put out saying, "I'm not a hip hop artist,"
Yeah.
and people really took that at face value. And I'm gonna let y'all cook. I'm tired of trying to defend that, but obviously everybody was very upset about that, and people were like, "Well, why would you say that and then put $1 Million Baby in the Grammy hip hop category?"
Yeah.
Right? You do that. It's like, that's confusing.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, the first new single you drop a snippet, and it's,
No. You skipping some
what
time.
am I skipping? What? Tell me what else I missed.
Where he dropped his album. And
All
he
right,
went
I
triple-
like the album.
And he went triple wood.
I
See,
don't
you
care
tryna-
about sales. I don't run Brent Faiyaz's label. I'm not Brent Faiyaz. I don't benefit from Tommy Richmond's sales.
See?
I love the music though. I'm a DJ, and the shit's fun to mix.
Yeah.
Like,
But then what happened though, Joe? Because of his words.
okay, no, it wasn't. Not.
Yes, it
not,
is.
It wasn't. That was. We weren't there yet
It
when the album
was
dropped.
because of his words.
We weren't there yet
Okay. Go
because
ahead.
that happened after the album dropped.
Okay.
But he made the decision of not putting $1 Million Baby or Devil's a Lie on the debut album,
Okay.
which
And this was after the tweet, right?
no, this is before the tweet.
Okay.
So
And then
the-
he tweets, and then the album comes out.
No, the album was already out.
No, it wasn't.
I swear the album was
no,
already out.
the album wasn't out yet.
The album was definitely out.
The album was not out yet,
I
Joe.
swear it was.
No, it wasn't.
Producer Andre.
Okay. I'm going to pull up the tweet.
They
'Cause
call me
had-
Tommy.
you
All right,
get
here,
the timeline
let me-
straight?
Okay, I'll look up when the album
the
came
album
out.
dropped,
You tell me
yes.
when the tweet came out. Call me Tommy because I'm trying to get rich, man. Let's see, Tommy Richmond. Coyote, September 27th, 2024 is when Coyote dropped.
Hold on. September 20 what?
Is it 27th, 24th? Yeah, September 27th, 2024 is when Tommy Richmond's debut album Coyote dropped. When did the hip hop tweet come out?
Hip hop. Because he's had a lot of tweets.
Yeah, I mean he deleted it, so if you're on his Twitter page, it's not going to be on there.
So he dropped the album when?
September 27th.
You're right. He dropped this tweet that same like weekend or cluster of days because it was October 2nd.
Okay.
Okay.
Cool. Yeah, so that mean a few days.
Okay.
Just a few days.
Yeah.
But I think the album didn't sell well because he didn't put the two biggest singles on the album. That
Of
was
his
a Lie
life.
and $1 Million Baby, which I'm not mad at it because I mean, granted, I don't give a fuck because I'm not Tommy Richmond. Sales don't matter to me.
Ruined hip hop, but that's a different story. That's a different podcast.
That's a different podcast.
Yeah.
You are right.
Yeah.
But so the album bricks sales wise. People call it a failure. I say it's a great project. I'm happy with what he put out.
And people were celebrating it because why?
The hip hop tweet?
Yes.
Yes. So people have been actively rooting for Tommy Richmond's downfall. And so now
Since he opened his mouth.
yeah. So now people are really, really actively rooting against him. So he just dropped a snippet for his next single. It's called Acting Up. Going to be on the next project or body of work he puts out.
Just play the beat. Play the beat at the beginning of it.
Okay. So this right here is the snippet of the new Tommy Richmond single.
All right, cut it off.
So if you guys don't know that melody, that's a sample from a famous mid-2000s song called Peanut Butter and Jelly, where it's like, inside peanut butter, outside jelly. 7 days of the week, 7 different Chevys. Something like that. But
Yeah.
you guys get the gist.
They be saying the N-word, Hip hop.
I don't. I don't.
In the song,
Yeah,
song.
I don't say it regardless. But I'm not one of them people that's like, well, said it in the song. Like, no, bitch, just don't say it. Like, it's not that fucking hard.
I was just saying hip hop.
Yeah.
It's hip hop.
It's hip hop. And so when that snippet came out, people were like, okay, why would you sample a classic hip hop song if you claim not to be a hip hop artist?
Yeah.
And so that's why there's a lot of backlash for the single. Now, granted, I haven't heard the song yet all the way. It's just a snippet. I don't know if it's good or bad yet.
Yeah.
I'm not really too impressed with what I'm hearing so far. I don't even know if it's the right direction for him to go in sonically, coming off of Coyote, but I don't know what his plans are. So
His plans is to get the niggas back on his side. That's his plan.
This white
And
man.
literally. So this past week, I'm gonna take over real quick.
Go ahead.
This past week, the snippet dropped, and in the snippet, it's 2 black women singing the song, miming the song, dancing, and then there's a black dude in the background,
I thought it
throwing
was
his
funny.
hands up.
I thought it was well played that he had 2 black women being the main stars of the video.
Yeah, but I mean, yeah.
I mean, he also like,
yeah, whatever. But I go off on my little, Twitter finger tyrant.
yeah.
I put a comment. I said, "I'm not hip hop" in quotations. Niggas are too forgiving, right? This has gotten over 1,000 likes.
Your tweet got over 1,000 likes?
My comment on
Okay.
the snippet.
Okay.
And it's like your tweet went it. No. Twitter fingers on Instagram.
Okay.
But people were in support, but also on my ass. So I'm gonna just read the little thread, this little back and forth that I had. So it's now sitting at 1,200 likes.
Okay.
That
I hate those
comment that I
notifications
had.
on Instagram.
Exactly, bro. Can I just turn this off?
Yeah.
Like hella
If
people.
shit get too popular, I just delete it
Hella people have been replying to this
because I don't
He
care
said,
that much.
Let me just go to like the conflict. He said the song slaps, but you're not wrong. He got like 3 different shades of black people in it, so it's not that bad. I'm like, what the fuck? The
bars
he got
in hell.
representation.
Yeah, bars in hell.
Yeah, literally.
You got
bro.
a DEI artist over here.
Somebody said he's not a rapper. If you're not a rapper, you're not hip hop. That includes R&B and whatever else. Somebody else said, imagine if a white person stopped listening to hip hop and rap. Would you think that'd be a good thing? Should white people stop making hip hop music?
I wouldn't be opposed to it.
And I said, what the hell are you even talking about?
Yeah, well, I mean, what is that? What
hell
point
are
of
you
view
even
was
talking
that?
about? And then the guy says, oh, you're just ignorant. Okay, I hope you get that hate out your heart, little bro.
This
It
you?
only affects you.
You talking about you?
Yeah, he's talking to me. I said, not falling for the same old culture vulture tropes makes me ignorant and a little bro. Wow, 2025 is crazy. I was just having fun with niggas, right?
Yeah.
And then what else? Somebody else comments. He says, if you think this way about hip hop, then maybe you're the problem. I just respond, are you black? He goes,
The Speedy Mormon.
yeah, he's like, are you black? Then his next comment is, he had time because this was in the morning.
Yeah.
Right? So he goes, 100%, and understand hip hop doesn't require you to be. Majority of the songs aren't considered hip hop, just rap.
What?
I said, what the hell are you even arguing? I'm not talking about majority of the songs. It's about a white dude dissing hip hop and then using it again to stay relevant. All he had to do was shut up. And then it's motherfuckers like you caping. It's sad. He said, he never said he wasn't he never said he was, what did he say? He said he wasn't a hip hop rapper, just a rapper. Did you listen to anything he said? I said, damn, is this a Tommy Burner? What the fuck? He said, the tweet says, I am not a hip hop artist, meaning he does not make hip hop music. The cape is too tight, bro. It's cutting off your circulation. He goes, he doesn't make hip hop music. Nigga, if this is what you consider hip hop, then your opinion isn't worth a damn. Majority of young black rappers do not make hip hop music.
What the fuck does that mean?
It said, and then I said, I'm gonna need you to stop saying nigga without any proof that you're black, buddy. Because this is a faceless avenue I'm talking to.
They always be the loudest.
And him like just rapidly every time I open up Instagram, it's a new comment. So I'm gonna respond to it. Fuck it. I don't care if I'm driving, right?
Yeah.
Swerving. Hit the corner. Whatever.
I will argue with you in traffic.
And he said, a black man asking another black man to prove he's black. You must want to tell me about the gun line or something. You're so emotional, my guy. I am emotional. But I don't understand what you're talking about, the gun line. I didn't get what he's saying. I said, no, I'm a black man asking a faceless Avi to stop saying nigga without any proof. He said, and you're missing the point. And you're doing all this twerking for a white man. I guess you're a Drake fan too. He said, nigga, you're purely just entertainment to me now. There's nothing to debate about. And he goes, nigga. Like, and at that point, I was done. We're already like 40 comments in.
Yeah.
The thread is losing itself. So I just send him back a kissing emoji.
Yeah.
Right? And then another guy, totally random dude, read that thread and started going at that guy, the faceless Avi. And he was like, nigga, you want to hop on live? Like, and that's what, extended the life.
He saw the conversation. He's like, you know what, motherfucker? Yeah, are you black? Yeah. Let's go live for live.
And yeah, let's go live for live. And then this is like, after I had been at work already. So I'm catching up, reading their messages back and forth to
Mind
each
you,
other.
he's at work now catching up.
When I was texting the guy, I was going to work. Now it's like 3 hours into work. And it's a different nigga texting him. I'm just like, bro, what the hell?
All this on behalf of Tommy Richmond. That's hilarious.
Literally. The conflict white people can just start by opening up
It
their
is like
mouth.
I actually my roommate was putting me on to this little YouTube series. You have you seen that YouTube guy that was sitting on the subway and goes, "What's your hottest take?"
Yeah.
He had like a show on YouTube where he would pick random people that he'd done that sit down with on the trains. Like, yo, come to this round
He's
table.
Egyptian.
He is?
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
So he was like, yeah, come to this round table. There's going to be like a main topic we're going to discuss.
Yeah.
And then y'all going to debate it. So there was one kid, he asked the question. He was like, what's your hot take? And he says, Jack Harlow should be able to say the N-word. And so they took that talking point.
Oh my God, bro.
I know. It's really one of the most insane conversations I've seen. So they took that talking point, that hot take, put him in a room with 5 other people. And we're like,
Just
all right,
all black people. He set them up.
Hey,
Going to a room of 4 black people.
There was like one older black guy. I think he was 37. There was another black guy there who was probably like in his late 20s. And maybe like there was a white guy for sure. The other kid that started the topic, he was like black. He was like 21.
Why
20.
Jack Harlow specifically? What about Jack Harlow?
He said Jack Harlow has done so much for the black community with his songs, What's Poppin' and First Class. And they were like, do you know any other Jack Harlow songs? He goes, not really, but, you know.
Bro.
Those are the bangers, man. It's crazy. It's like at one point, the older black guy was like, he didn't say shit for like the first 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Because he's just like, this is insane. Are we even having this conversation?
Is this America now?
And at one point, he goes, dude, how old are you? And he goes, oh, I'm 21. He goes, okay, that makes so much more sense now.
Yeah.
but also kind of terrifying because it shows me like where the youth is at right now.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But I ended up DMing the other guy who jumped in the conversation. I was like, bro, did y'all ever hop on live? He was like, nah, he didn't. He was pussy. So that was my Tommy Richmond
That's
story.
hilarious.
They're still talking in the comments, by the way. Let me
This
see.
thread has gone off the rails.
Look at this. Look, that's not even addressed to me. You see
Some
how
of
big
y'all-
that paragraph is?
I'm only doing these back and forths if it's for like one of our. I'm only going back and forth with y'all in the Instagram comments if it's one of our videos and I want the algorithm push.
Bro, they're still on like
Like
demon talking points in this comment thread.
I'm not doing that with y'all.
This is what I do nowadays. Like for real, if the text message, comment, whatever is longer than my 4 fingers, if I can put my 4 fingers up to it and it's longer than that, I'm not reading it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not reading notes. My mama can text me a Bible. I'll call her and be like, "What did you say?" I'm not reading that shit, bro.
Especially now on Instagram. You got me fucked up.
Bro, I'm illiterate.
Oh.
Treat me like fucking Floyd Mayweather. 3 words at a time. Nigga.
Sound it out for me too.
Phonics, nigga.
Yeah.
Clap it out, nigga.
Clap it out. What they call them syllables? Yeah. How many syllables
What
are in this word?
What they call them? Adverbs or
One of them fucking English words.
yeah, something.
But yeah. So actually, all right, we gotta do brief football switch before we get to academics because it involves music.
Okay.
Kendrick Lamar. We got two big things going down tonight. We got the Grammys.
And kind of maybe a hint as to who might be joining Kendrick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So go ahead with the Grammys though.
Okay. So we have the Grammys tonight. Kendrick Lamar is nominated for 7 Grammys.
Yes.
Not Like Us is nominated for like 5 or 4 records, and then Like That got nominated for like 2 categories, I believe.
Yes.
So he's like up for 6 or 7. How many do you think he's taking home?
I think he's winning for Like That.
Like That has to win something.
I think he's winning for Like That, and I think he's winning performance for Not Like Us. I don't think it's gonna get no, not performance. Performance is gonna go to Like That, and then rap song is gonna go to
Not Like Us.
Not Like Us.
Okay.
Yep.
You don't think he's only gonna get 2?
Yes. Because he's not getting record of the year for it. They're gonna give it to a white person.
Yeah, they do it every year.
Yeah.
And like that category is actually
And then record
super
and song.
stacked.
He's not gonna get song and record.
Let's see, song of the year.
And if they give record or song of the year to Beyonce, she's not winning album of the year.
Okay, so we have.
That's my take.
All right, so songs of the year is Shabuzi, a bar song, which was huge.
That might get it.
Billie Eilish, Birds of a Feather, which was huge. Lady
might get it,
Gaga
too.
and Bruno Mars, Die with a Smile, which was a huge record that I've never heard. Like,
I think that's like that, and then the Beatles one are legacy situations. 'Cause
Okay.
Bruno Mars and Lady Gaga have been kicking around for 10 plus years now. They're at this point legacy artists.
yeah,
So I feel like those are just like this is still like y'all still
y'all still doing it.
Yeah.
Taylor Swift, Post Malone, Fortnite.
That's another one.
Chapel Roan, Good Luck
Chapel.
Babe. Chapel Roan,
Yeah.
Good Luck Babe. Kendrick Lamar, Not Like Us. Sabrina Carpenter, Please, Please, Please. Who she had a huge year too
I feel like Espresso is a bigger song than that
from that album.
from her.
Sabrina Carpenter.
Yeah. You know that song?
No, I'm not familiar
Think
with her.
about me, think about you, understand me, espresso. That song? No? Target? Nothing?
Nope.
Okay.
I'm at Target, nothing. And then Beyonce, Texas Hold'em. So that's, I mean, when you look at it from a pop, I look at this. The song of the year categories always comes down like, who was the biggest pop song of the year?
Yeah, so it's
And-
going to be Sabrina then.
Yeah, because Sabrina just had a huge year.
It's going to be either Sabrina.
Maybe Shabuzi or Billie Eilish.
Billie Eilish, I can see it. Birds of a Feather was going crazy.
Yeah.
My thing is, if y'all give it to Beyonce for Texas Hold'em, y'all should have gave it to Shabuzi for a bar song.
Yeah, that'd have been nice.
That's my opinion.
Yeah,
Because why give Beyonce that? Like, that means y'all not going to give her album of the year.
no, of course not.
But if she were to get it for any year, it would be this one.
Which one? Who? Beyonce.
Beyonce.
Yeah, you like that album a lot.
I think that
This was
is
the country album, right?
Yeah, I think this would be their apology. You know, the
Like they did-
Grammys always got to do the
did that
apology
for
when they get
Nas.
embarrassed.
Yeah.
Exactly.
They did it for Kendrick. Like
Kendrick,
they
yeah.
give Kendrick any Grammy.
They
can
did for
give him.
Bino too, because he didn't win for because of the internet, but he won for 3005.
I mean, in all honesty,
Or no, he didn't win for 3005 or because of the internet. He didn't win any of those. It was the next
Awaken
record.
My Love,
Um,
Redbone.
Yeah, Redbone.
Okay, yeah, that was like, hey, my bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, so let's see. Kendrick Lamar is nominated for Hip Hop Artist of the Year, which I think he should definitely win. Song of the Year, Not Like Us. Best Hip Hop Video, Not Like Us. Best
Bro.
Collaboration, Like That. Best Live Performer, Lyricist of the Year, Video Director of the Year, Hustler of the Year. Wait, what is this? Oh, it's the BET Awards. No way, I'm tripping. I was reading off the BET Awards. Okay, yeah, here we go. Nominees for Rap Song of the Year, Not Like Us, Like That, Carnival.
This is rap song?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Glow, and Asteroid with Rhapsody and Hit Boy.
I wish Yeah Glow could have come out in a different year.
Because that would have really been the anthem.
That would have been
I mean,
it.
when it first dropped, because it dropped early in the year, right?
Yeah.
And that was really was the hit of the year so far.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or I know I keep
'Cause I would like
redacting what I'm gonna say, but I think
I would like Glorilla to get her due.
the rap collaboration, isn't that there's a collaboration rap category, isn't there?
Yeah.
'Cause if that is it,
Let's see.
then Like That is that.
Okay.
They're not gonna win that.
Actually, yeah. What was it? Okay. Is it collaboration? Rap collaboration?
I think so. If there's a rap collaboration category, then I'd give Like That to that category, and then fuck it, give Yeah Glow to rap song, and then performance like that, or Not Like Us. Then everybody wins.
Which one?
So look, in terms of the rap categories, if there's a collaboration, because I think there is a
Yeah.
collaboration rap whatever category,
Mm-hmm.
give Like That to that record, or give record. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. Yes.
Then for a rap song, give it to Yeah Glow.
Mm-hmm.
Then for rap performance, give it to
Not Like Us. Yeah.
And then everybody wins.
I would like as
And
much.
then rap album, Doechii.
Yeah, and as much as I would love for Kendrick to sweep the Grammys, I think it'd be more beneficial to just for everybody else to kind of get their moment.
Spread the love. You can
Yeah.
recognize the song, but spread the love.
Yeah, because a lot of people, it's not like one of those categories where like, oh, this is clearly the song that or the artist that was stomping everybody out last year.
Yeah.
This was like, no, hip hop as a field was very high caliber.
Yes.
A lot of great music came out in 2024. So I think it's important for a lot of those artists to get that due. Just so like, you acknowledge like, okay, yeah, what you did last year was amazing. It may, Kendrick Lamar did some amazing shit, but we want to make sure you get your due too, because he's gonna get his due later. Like Kendrick has multiple Grammys. He's fine.
Kendrick got his due.
Yeah, Kendrick Ben had his due. So he's good. I would really love to see Doechii take home a Grammy. I would love to see who else could take home a Grammy. Future. Mm-hmm. Glorilla.
And after selling his catalog too.
Yeah.
That's a major, I can do it again, motherfucker.
He about to drop another album too, apparently.
Exactly.
So he about to do another run.
Yep.
Which would be like his 4th album in the last year. So I'm pretty excited. You think Kendrick's gonna be there tonight?
No.
That's right. He's in New Orleans now. I just saw he was in New Orleans yesterday, getting ready for the Super Bowl.
But them niggas got jets and shit. Nigga.
Yeah, you're right. But
Speaking of who's gonna be there,
yes. We're a week away from the Super Bowl. Predictions.
I think Tyler's gonna be the conductor of the band that comes out for the Super Bowl.
He said he wasn't going to be there
I know it'd be
because he's going to be here the
yeah,
night before, or the day before.
I know
the Super Bowl.
Where's he gonna be next? Where's the next date?
I'm not sure.
If there's no date the next day, he's in the Super Bowl.
I just don't understand why people want Tyler in the Super Bowl. Because I just don't like. All right, you say he's going to be a conductor of the band, right?
Yeah.
That would make.
Did you see the sticky video?
Yeah.
It's the same shit. You didn't see the sticky video?
Not yet.
Bro, look at the sticky video.
Oh yeah, I seen the shots and like he's doing the band and shit. Yeah.
And there's football players on the field.
Oh, all right. Might be on
Come on, bro.
Might be on to something.
And then in the SZA promo clip,
On the football field.
they're on the football field and you
Yeah.
can see people marching at the top of the screen.
Mm.
So come on, bro. And in the promos now, I don't know if y'all noticed this in the AFC and the NFC championship, when they promoted the Super Bowl performance, they didn't say Kendrick Lamar with SZA. They said Kendrick Lamar plus some special guests.
Yeah.
Guests.
I'm gonna be real with you. I don't really want too many people in this performance. I really just want Kendrick to have this moment because he's definitely now. If people want to pop up, like if SZA wants to come up and do Luther, sure, they can do that. Or all the stars, cool. Yes, Kendrick needs to be the main focus.
But Usher
isn't Dr. Dre.
Usher had 3 to 4 cameos.
Who was on his show? Like Alicia Keys.
Alicia Keys, Will.i.am, or no, Jermaine Dupri. That was Jermaine Dupri, not
Jermaine
Will I
Dupri.
Am.
Oh yeah, that was Jermaine Dupri.
So that's 3.
But like they were just all right. If
They
you're
were
go-
co-stars.
If they're gonna be in that space of a co-star, cool. That's fine. Just get off the stage when you're done. Because this is Kendrick's moment, and I think he should have this moment. I think he's earned this moment. He doesn't need to have all these people come out on the show to make it a good show. He can do that himself. So I just really want to see what he can do in this moment by himself. But if he wants to bring out guests, that's cool. Do your feature, move out the way.
Tyler is in St. Paul, Minnesota, the 4th. Then he's here, the 8th, and then his next date is the 11th, and he's in Colorado.
Ooh, that's 2 days.
So, come on, man.
That would be sick though to see Tyler at the Super Bowl.
All he has to do is the sticky into
Not Like Us.
Not Like Us, and it's over.
So he is gonna perform Not Like Us, right?
No, I don't think he's going to perform it.
According
I think it's going to be the cadence.
according to Mark Lamont from JBP, the NFL said Kendrick has the free
He
will
can
to
do whatever he wants.
Yeah,
But I think he doesn't have to. What if he doesn't even do it, and that's the bigger play? Where he's just like, bro, I could, but it's done.
I feel like
You're done. You're done.
okay, he's done, but now the song it has its own life, right?
We already wop 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 wop.
Yeah,
wop.
but we can do it again.
Yeah.
Why not? It's a huge song. It's probably the song that got him the Super Bowl. If we're being real, I don't know who knows if he gets this opportunity if he doesn't have Not Like Us drop.
But he has records like that.
I know. I've heard the song too.
No, for real. No, he has humongous records, bro.
Yeah, I know. We just heard G and X, but I don't like. Do we get G and X if we don't get Like That or Not Like Us?
Yeah, you're right.
So I don't know. Hearing A minor from like a whole football stadium of people would be really cool to see.
What if he performs Not Like Us, but with a different verse, and it's not.
It would really depend on what he's saying in that verse.
Because in the Squabble Up video, he's over there speaking pig Latin or whatever the fuck was the second verse.
Bump, 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 baby,
No.
rocking it.
It's right before that part.
Oh,
Where-
hold up.
No, yeah, yeah, and the words were scrambled on the board.
Yeah,
Come on, man.
I guess we'll see.
Come on, man.
I guess we'll see. But I'm pretty excited. So they get 14, 15 minutes. What songs he does? How many songs you think?
Most likely, I think it's gonna be like 12 minutes, bro. It's been an average of 11-ish minutes.
Mm-hmm.
So I think at max he does 12 minutes. I think he does.
Let's see.
I think he does Humble.
Humble.
I think he does. I'm trying to think of Damn.
DNA maybe.
Yeah, DNA. We're gonna be all right. All right, maybe.
Where's
Question
GNX
mark?
come on this album? Or where does GNX at the set
He's
list?
doing TV off.
He's definitely all right.
He's
so,
doing TV off of. That's the only record off of GNX.
Nah,
he's doing.
I'll say. So you say like what 11, 12 minutes? That's like roughly like 4 songs maybe.
Huh?
Right? 11 to 12 minutes.
They'll be like.
I know they're medleys, so it's like half a songs. I know
Yeah.
that. So, but I'm trying to think. So, all right, Not Like Us, right? So I got Not Like Us, TV off. I think he'll do Squabble Up, just because it's a single. And if Sis is going to be there, maybe Luther or All the Stars.
No, 30 for 30.
Think they'll do 30 for 30?
30 for 30.
I mean, I wouldn't be mad at that.
They're
either.
gonna do 30 for 30 because that's that's referencing sport.
Oh yeah. I mean,
So
yeah.
I think they do 30 for 30. And what else? What else do they?
Oh,
have?
and Humble. Like that's 5 for me. And depending on who else he brings out to perform. So you got Humble, DNA, All Right, Not Like Us. Oh, and TV off. That's 5. Which honestly, like,
Mad City.
he already did Mad City last year, or the year when he was there with Dre.
Oh yeah.
And
What didn't he
actually
do?
no, he did Mad City and All Right at that Super Bowl.
My boy Christopher Booker says Kendrick just won the best rap performance and the best rap song for Not Like Us. So
Oh, he did.
yeah.
Oh, the Grammy is going on right now. They have the pre-show.
just won Best Music Video for Not Like Us too.
Damn, Taylor Swift lost? That's crazy. I ain't gonna lie. I think Taylor Swift should have won that video for Best Video of the Year. The A$AP Rocky one.
Get your goddamn.
All right, man. Seriously? You still on that?
That nigga fighting for his life right now.
He might beat that case, too.
Yeah, it's true.
He might beat that. I like that. But I think I'm happy. So that's what, 3 so far? He got 3 of them?
It's 3, yeah.
Okay, nice start out of 7. 3 for 7 so far.
Shout out to my boy Christopher Booker, man.
Yeah, thanks for giving us the update, man.
Man.
Yeah, so
The Grammys are only announcing 9 Grammys at the actual show, too. That's fucking trash. You're right.
yeah, because J-Rock got 1 Grammy for Win, and they gave that to him before the show started.
It's time to...
They do that a lot with the hip-hop categories, and I don't like that. Because somebody like J-Rock should be able to get that moment during the show.
Hey.
They call you white again?
No.
Oh.
I'm saying why they
Oh.
not showing it on the show.
Yeah. That's why they boycotted the first Grammys.
Yeah.
And
Shout out Will Smith.
Yeah, leading the charge.
Bro, speaking of Will Smith, this is going to be a quick snippet, and then we can go straight into academics.
Oh, you about to do
and
the
get
Big Sean
fuck
song?
Up out of here. Bruh.
I saw Big Sean next to him in the video. I said, you know what? I'm good right now. I don't really need to hear whatever Will Smith's doing with Big Sean on the song. Uh-oh, Andre put the beanie on. Andre put the beanie on. He about to go on camera.
Will Smith, it's time to stop. All right? Heart to heart, man to man. It's time to stop. And all you enablers around him, Big Sean, what's the other nigga name? Long hair, Russ. Even your damn son.
Jada?
Your damn son didn't even show up to the music video shoot. Where you talking about you're a cancer, but you identify as a or whatever the fuck you said. It's time to just put it away. When you drop this whole teaser shit about Will Smith was almost originally cast as Neo, I'm thinking, oh shit, we getting a Matrix remake.
No, it's a Big Sean song. Oh my God. I would have paid good money to see your reaction to that news. When you're like, oh shit, a Matrix remake? Will Smith? And they're like, no.
And then the next thing you see is Big Sean dressed as Morpheus with some damn braids.
Not the Matrix you had in mind, huh?
We're in the Matrix, bro.
Yeah, we are. Actually,
We're in the Matrix.
we are in the Matrix, man. Jay Uso won the Royal Rumble. Fucking Luka Doncic plays for the Lakers now. That's crazy.
Them 77 Lakers jerseys finna hit like crack.
Yo, like, I've never seen a player with such an ugly number jersey be such a successful player. Like, 77 is a horrible NBA jersey number. That's a lineman number. That shit's disgusting. But, of course, a white European player would get 77. Even Dirk made 41 look tight.
That's a nasty number.
That is a nasty.
That's a
41
nasty
is,
number.
but Dirk made it look cool.
That's a nasty number. Donovan Mitchell not slick with 45. That's trash too.
That's a trash number too. But I can kind of 45 okay for a basketball player.
No. Y'all let fucking Shaq and Magic use these nasty ass 32s and 34s and made y'all think that that's cool, nigga. No.
Ain't no wrong with 34.
No.
It's a cool number. It's a cool jersey number.
No.
You want to talk about your man's and the weird case he got?
Hey, Watch the Party Die. That was the song, right? The last little single that was put out
from Kendrick.
I think it's aging gracefully. In terms of the grooming allegations, bro,
I just think that's a situation you really just can't defend at this point.
There's nothing to talk about.
Yeah.
There's nothing to talk about. There's no reason as to why, unless you're a child care provider, as an adult, you should not be in no chat rooms, no social media, anything, interacting with minors, unless they're your family members.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Or if you're hosting like a chat room yourself and it's just like there's thousands of people in here. And
No, Joe.
No?
I don't even want, bro, no.
Now, granted, there's nothing for me to talk to a 15-year-old about.
No. Bro, my girlfriend's little cousin just followed me on Instagram. I'm not following that little nigga back. You still in high school. What the fuck we gotta talk about?
Don't need to be seeing what I'm up to either.
Bro, mute from story. You can still follow me if you fuck with me. It's cool. but there's nothing to talk about.
Yeah, that's
Go Chiefs. That's it.
That's all. That's the only takeaway you can get from here. Yeah,
Go Chiefs.
that shit was weird, man. That shit was super weird. Listen, man. I've been telling anybody with ears and anybody with a brain that will listen. Academics fucking sucks, and he's always been weird.
Yeah.
He's always been a problem. He hasn't brought anything great to the culture space of hip hop. I don't care what he's done. I don't care who he knows, what connections he has, how much money he's got. I don't care about none of that shit. He fucking sucks. He's a lame and he's a creep.
Yeah.
And now he's a groomer because we've already heard stories about academics fucking with underage girls.
That nigga said.
Or talking to girls till they turn 18 and then flying them out.
That nigga said if she has a college ID, she's getting fucked.
Like, and you in your 30s.
That sounds like somebody who never got it.
Never. And it's obvious he never had it. He could tell DJ Academics was nothing as a person up until like his internet fame.
Yeah.
And
you know his first name is Livingston?
Actually, I think I remember that because they posted his mugshot for
That
stealing
nigga
laptops.
got 2 last names as a full name.
This is where my problem with Elliott Wilson like arises, right? Elliott Wilson, I think, we talk about all the time on this platform how gatekeepers in hip hop are much needed, right?
Yeah.
So this is a point in time where
protection and presentation.
Yes.
Really.
And this is a time where we got to set the boundary for gatekeeping. This is where the OGs got to step in and be like, hey, dog, that shit's not okay, and we're not letting you in our circles.
Yeah.
Because you do weird shit. You talk crazy to women. You shit on every rapper that we like. And you just treat everybody like a piece of shit. And you think you're the biggest thing in the world because you have this weird incel following of a bunch of losers who look up to you.
Yeah.
And so you think that makes you powerful. Like, you don't leave your house. You just talk shit to everybody from your basement while you drink a bottle of Henny and just act like you the boss of the world.
He makes life trivial because he doesn't realize when you come in and you don't go into contact with people as often as you usually should, you make it seem like you can just do anything, get away with anything, say whatever you want. But it's like, no, like once you come outside, once the money starts drying up, you're going to have to deal with the things that you reaped and sowed. So all these years of you being an asshole, oh, it's funny, I'm big act, I can put my dick on the table and you're going to have to respect me. It's kind of drying up, bro.
Yeah, and trust me, when you move like he moves or he's been moving the last 5, 6, 7 years,
yeah,
by the time your downfall comes, nobody's going to help you. Only people are going to help you are losers, just like you.
Nobody's helping him now.
No, they trying to help him. Like, back on Fig, they don't want to even touch the subject.
Yeah.
I saw AD say, I don't think Axe a pedophile, cuz. Like, no, he is. He's a fucking groomer.
Yeah.
Why are you asking a 15-year-old boy, would you let another man fuck you if he was a boy?
Why are we talking to underage people?
Children in general.
Yeah, people in general, point blank period. And why are we having sexual deviant conversations with them as well?
Like, you don't.
Why do you care about whatever they do?
This is a 15-year-old child. Bro. And he said before he let them in the chat, he was like, yo, just so y'all know, I'm live. I'm streaming. And they're like, cool, that's no problem. First thing they do, hey, what's your address? I want to send some strippers over there. I'm like, bro, what?
Yeah.
Like, what? There's something wrong in your mind. Something in your mind told you that was okay to ask. Or asking a sexual scenario to this 15-year-old child, like, would he let another man fuck him if he was a girl? As a 35-year-old man, why are
those are some shits that we never even questioned as a, like, bro, guy code. Like, not even, like, say we were adults. Everybody's adults in that chat room. What the fuck are you talking about? If I was a girl, would you let another, like what are these hypotheticals? Why are we talking about
what form of content are you trying to push here?
Like, bro.
And that's the thing. Like, people told Act like, yo, man, you got to be careful with your platform. But he thought, well, no one's going to do nothing to me. You can't stop me. You can't bring me down. I'm going to do what the fuck I want.
Yeah.
And so now he was on this free reign tear of just doing and saying whatever he wants to whoever. And that was one of them situations where he thought he can just do whatever he wants. And now you look weird. Now you've already been a weirdo. Now you're just a groomer. This
could turn into, like, the Alex Jones trajectory, where we start getting to the point where his whole reality is clouded, where you only see him in videos by himself. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Where there's no more collabs, there's no more anything.
Think about it. As fucked up as it is, Act's gonna take a hit from this. His brand's gonna take a hit, but Act's still gonna be Act. Because there's a bunch of dick riders out there in hip hop and just in the internet that will fuck with Act because he's academics.
Yeah.
They don't care about his grooming shit. Like I saw Hit a J3 saying some bullshit about DJ Academics. Like, man, I wouldn't wish Joe my worst enemy. Y'all need to dead that mentality because I would wish worse on my worst enemy.
Some niggas need to be under the jail.
Yeah,
Talking
some of
about free
y'all
my
need
cousin.
to go to jail and just die there. I don't care.
Your cousin got like 5 bodies.
He should die in prison. Like, we need to get him off the street at this
They
point.
trying to give my brother give him life. He needs a break.
Hey, your man is in chat rooms with 15-year-olds asking them sexual scenarios. Put him in the fucking jail.
This nigga is a menace. Marlon, what are you talking about? He a dog Spider-Man. What are you talking about? He a dog. I'm gonna put that. What are you talking about, nigga?
They'll put him on the screen.
Yeah.
Not on the summer jams. What you talking about? What did you mean by that right there, Marlo?
No, for real though.
But yeah, I don't like it. I don't. In my biggest complaint that I have regarding the situation, because it's Jeremy Heck from The Bigger Picture. Salute to Jeremy Heck. Drop a bomb for Jeremy Heck one time, Andre, if you would, please.
Where we at?
Where we at?
Sorry.
No, you
I had to
good.
Scroll up. The flex bomb is right there, Jeremy Heck.
All right. Jeremy Heck from The Bigger Picture. I watched their latest episode where they are discussing this. And I was super interested to hear about this because, you know, I've got my quarrels with DJ Head and how he handled the academic situation. Apparently, Elliot Wilson put him on the phone. They squashed it, whatever. It was whatever.
What happened?
Remember when DJ Head and academics were going back and forth, or academics was just like clowning DJ Head?
Okay, yeah.
And DJ Head was like, hey, I don't really care about none of that, which I thought was stupid. But, you know, to each his own. And so I was really excited to hear these perspectives on just like, what do they think about the academic situation? Let's see who that. Ah! Look at that. He on camera, too. He got a leather coat on, y'all. Look at him. He went to church, too, by the way, in that coat. So he's conniving in the church. But I was really curious to hear their thoughts on it because they all have like a rapport. Elliot Wilson, I should say, has rapport with DJ Academics. And Jeremy Head was just cooking. He was cooking. He was like, Ack, he kept it real. He's like, Ack, he has not brought anything of value to the culture space of hip hop. And on top of that, like, he's misogynistic. He talks ridiculous to women, but he won't keep that same energy with the male rappers.
It's true.
And then on top of that, he has a weird case. And he said, honestly, hip hop media is responsible for academics being on top. Like, even with his case, he still got #1 on the complex list. Why is he around? You know what I'm saying? Like, why? And then this stupid motherfucker, actually, just for this moment, because I do respect Elliot Wilson, but he been moving so weird the last year that I'm really conflicted about it, because Jeremy Heck goes on this amazing speech about why academics is horrible for hip-hop culture. Not just keeping it broad, but giving you examples and details about why this man is a problem. And this dumbass Elliot Wilson gonna follow up, yeah, I don't condone none of that, but his contributions to the culture, you can't take that away. I'm like, no, you can. Some shit just outweighs the culture. I'm sorry. And this is one of them situations that outweighs the culture. If you are being a misogynist, weirdo groomer, it's time to get the fuck out of
You're
here.
not standing for that shit no more.
No, I don't give a fuck about your connections. Fuck the following, fuck the numbers, fuck the statistics. Where are the values at? That shit is weird.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's the problem. Like, motherfuckers will just be cool with people because they got the following, they got the numbers, they got the platform, but you look just as lame as them because you standing next to them.
And you ain't got the money.
And you ain't got the money either. Like,
Hey.
Like, you just broke with no morals and values. You dick riding with nothing to your name besides this cosign?
And dick riding is not a form of transportation.
Or a
It'll get
form of
you-
currency.
It'll get you nowhere.
Yeah. So, like, we're never going to progress as a culture and as a hip-hop space if we just allow shit like this to just slide. Like, you just going to allow this guy to say the sexual shit to this 15-year-old in a chat room in front of an audience and not in this thing that, oh, that's whatever, though. He didn't mean that. He was just joking. Honestly, I've seen academics do enough shit where he probably should just get stoned at this point. Like, yeah, like he should just get stoned because he is a horrible person. And I think, you know, if you want to be a horrible person while you alive, you got to deal with repercussions of people's feelings regarding you. So, like, everything I've known from academics has not been good. I mean, Everyday Struggle was kind of like a bright moment for him.
That was a cooker.
That was a cooker.
But
it's like everything after, he just got more toxic, more incelish, and just really dove into that weirdo right-wing space.
Yeah.
And now you just one of them. You just a sellout with no values, no morals.
A grifter.
A grifter.
Yeah.
And you're a piece of shit on top of that.
Yeah.
You belittle every rapper that we like. You belittle every woman that gets successful in the industry. And yet, y'all still run to this man for interviews, whatever it is you're trying to get.
Yeah.
And it's just, it makes me disgusted with a lot of you motherfuckers because I'm trying to break through in this bitch as well. But if I got to mingle with all you motherfuckers, I'll stay right here in Kansas City.
Literally.
Because I don't want to be around you weirdos if that's what y'all going to be on. Because, like, if this is what the game is, y'all all lame and we just got to start over from scratch.
Yeah.
We really need a hard reset. So,
Marlo said he was talking about Donovan Mitchell. Donovan Mitchell is a bucket. Shout out to Spider.
okay, yeah, you're right. Spider was a dog.
Yeah.
But I don't fuck with him on Cleveland, though. They always give the Knicks problems, man. Fuck the Cavaliers, man. Real quick before we get up out of here, y'all, let's end on a light note. How we feeling about the Super Bowl game? How y'all think the Chiefs gonna do? What's y'all predictions? What you got, Nelson?
Us.
I want a blowout, man. I don't want no tight game. This is the first game, or last game, the AFC Championship was the first time that I think we broke 30 points. So this game, I want full tilt. All Rockets on go. Hollywood Brown.
We blowing them out.
Let's do it. Let's fucking do it.
Hey,
we have the whole arsenal.
Hey, by halftime, I want the Chiefs to be concerned about this Kendrick performance.
No.
The game is so out of reach by that point.
By the end of the game, ain't no cheating. Oh, did you see this call? No. I want them to be like, damn. I want the Philly fans to want the Eagles to walk home. That's how bad I want to beat these niggas.
So, do you just want to... Okay, so do you have a quarrel with the Eagles themselves, or do you just want to beat the Eagles?
I don't like Eagles fans.
You see what they did to Wale?
Bro, they were
Wale
beating up
almost-
on Wale, taking
Yeah.
his hat and shit.
No, that was somebody else. There was that I saw that though. when they
Oh,
were
he just
leaving-
looked like Wale?
Yeah, there was just some
How many-
guy. They were leaving the arena and
the
somebody yanked
odds?
his hat. Yeah.
A Redskins
First off-
fan that looks like a Wale.
First off, it was Peter Rosenberg.
Oh.
I'm just fucking with you. I'm fucking with you, Peter. Hey, real quick.
I would have gotten away with it if it wasn't for it.
Hey, you. I'm about to shout him out. Relax. But yeah, I do want to take a quick shout out to Peter Rosenberg for his interview with Asher Raw. Really fire interview. And really, actually, I walked away liking Asher Roth a lot more as a person. I didn't know much about him as a person, but that was a great interview. It was one of those, hey, what's Asher Roth been up to type shits. And I clicked on the video and actually watched the whole 2-hour interview. And it was a great conversation. So salute to Rosenberg and Asher Roth on that. But yeah, that was a white guy leaving the game, the Commander fan. And then there was another girl who was like, yeah, I can't believe this happened when we were at the game. And it was just, the Eagles just won. Every fan is hyped throughout the building. And then there was a funny transition in the video, right? So you just see Wale approaching the group. Now, he's not walking toward, he's just walking in the direction. And then the next cut in the video is like them having to hold Wale back from like fighting this dude that...
No, I saw that
Yeah,
video.
yeah.
They took his hat off.
They took his hat off too?
Yes, they
Okay,
were
I didn't know they took his hat
disrespectful
off.
as fuck.
Okay. I didn't know because they cut the video of him approaching the group or just
Yeah.
walking in their direction. And then now they're having a discourse.
I'm seeing a video where because that video he's walking to the right and they're holding him away, or to the left. He's
Yeah.
walking to the left and they're holding him back, and I saw the security guy, right?
Yeah.
This video, he's walking to the right. He changed direction. It's the
New
beginning of
angle.
it. It's the beginning of the footage, I guess. And they took off his hat. I'm like, when did Wale cut his dreads?
Did he cut his dress?
I don't know. They look low or
Yeah.
something. Maybe it was his forehead, but shit. I'm like, that's Wale.
Yeah.
Crazy. I'm trying to find this meme, so keep talking.
Who do you want to have a breakout game during the Super
I
Bowl?
want Travis Kelce to actually show up for the season.
Dog, he didn't need to do that. We made it to the Super Bowl. He don't need to show up at all.
Yeah, I want 2-3 of them motherfuckers. I want 2-3 tugs for Travis
for
Kelce.
Travis. Is this
think this
Travis
might be
Kelce's
it.
last year?
What can you do past scoring 3 touchdowns and a hat trick Super Bowl win? Go out on top.
Yeah, that's honestly Brady should have retired after he beat us. That was the perfect ending for him. But the fact he didn't, he came back and he shit the bed the final season. This look weird.
Yeah.
But I think that it would be nice for Kelce, like as a Chiefs fan or just somebody that lives in Kansas City, I would like for Kelce to keep playing after
Yeah.
the season. But the writing's kind of on the wall. He's been in the league for 10 plus years now. He's a tight end. He's definitely been like our highest targeted player during his tenure here. So he's definitely got a lot of wear and tear on his body. And as much as I would like for him to keep playing, I wouldn't be mad if he decided to end it on the three-peat and then just ride off into the sunset healthy, normal. and no physical ailments.
Stay in KC and invest in Yadda Yadda.
You feel me?
Invest in
Come on.
Saber
Hey,
Mag.
listen, we can do something, Kelsey.
Man, come on, man.
We can cook something crazy on the Yadda Yadda podcast with Travis Kelsey.
Man, we ain't got a steakhouse. We ain't got the innovation lab, but we're here.
We're here. We're pushing. We're thriving, baby. Come on, man. Let's get that drop, Travis Kelsey.
Man, come on, man.
Let's make it happen. Once you retire, you free to talk to whoever you want to talk to, man. Let's make it happen.
Yep.
Ain't no Hunts owners hanging over your head about don't talk to them. Nah.
Here, hold on. Let me see.
What about you, Sebastian? You got any predictions for the game? Which?
Man, I'm hoping, bro. It's tough because
Do y'all fear the Eagles?
it's not that I fear the Eagles. It's just that they got Saquon Barkley.
Yeah. Here it is. I found it. I found the video. Listen. Sorry.
East, South, West, North. Long ago, the 4 AFC divisions lived together in harmony. Then, everything changed when the Chiefs' kingdom attacked. Only Josh Allen, master of the Bills Mafia, could stop them. But when the world needed him most, he vanished. A few years passed, and the Eagles found a new player, a running back named Saquon. And although his skills are great, he has a lot of running to do if he's going to win the Super Bowl. But I believe that Saquon can save the world.
That's
I said,
hilarious.
man, fuck y'all.
That's hilarious. It is funny to see the Chiefs become what the Patriots were in the 2000s in terms of being a hated team and franchise amongst the NFL fans.
I love it.
That's cool. Like it's rare we've never been in this position since I've been alive.
Dry your tears with some tissues.
You ain't talking to me, are you?
No, I'm talking about
You
the
was
whole
you
league.
you was looking right at me in the eyes, so I was like, "Are you talking to me?" I'm okay with this, brother. Like I'm happy with what's happening. Like I'm not on their side, contrary to popular belief. But
Joe don't even watch Chiefs games, man. I
I'm
don't
gonna
know why
grill you, bro. We about to three-peat, and I've probably watched one game this year.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah. Don't watch tomorrow then.
It's not till next week, dog.
Exactly.
Actually, no. The game's in 2 weeks. The game's in 2 weeks.
Joe tunes into the Super Bowl the Monday before the Super Bowl. I thought you guys said it was Monday Night Football.
Yeah. How dare you, Andre? But yeah,
He'd miss it. He's watching Monday Night Raw.
yeah, you're right. You're right. I definitely would watch wrestling over football. I ain't gonna lie, man. That's just where I'm at in my life right now. But
Hey, man, wrestling, football, same thing.
I don't really know much about the Eagles. I know the Eagles are a good team this year. I know Saquon Barkley really put them over the top, especially in the last game they just had against Commanders. He went crazy. But I
First
don't
play of the game, bro.
This is how I look at it, right? I don't watch a lot of games for the Chiefs as much as I used to, but how I look at it is since Patrick Mahomes has been on the Chiefs, I've never feared any team.
Yeah.
I've never felt like we're going to lose any game. Even until the clock says 0, I believe we always have a chance to win. Even it doesn't matter how far we're losing or how much we're losing by. We still got Patrick Mahomes. We're still the Chiefs. So I'm not worried about the Chiefs. I think it's just going to come down to like how close of a game is going to be. Unlike Andre, I would like to see a good football game. That's me though. I haven't been watching the Chiefs all season. I haven't been stressed out with y'all. I've been living a very regular Sunday afternoon life. I've been enjoying myself, stress-free, But I just want a good football game. I would like it if the Chiefs blew it out the water towards the end. But from my perspective, like I was telling Sebastian before you got here, Andre, when it comes to stuff like this, I'm mostly just looking for the best game we can get possible.
Yes.
Because these are the two best teams the league has to offer.
Yeah.
Right? And I don't, if it's the NBA, I don't want a fucking 4-game sweep in the finals. I want game 7. Give me to the very last buzzer if you can.
But we already did that shit.
Let's do it again. Run it up.
No. we already did that shit. Because look, Joe.
Because we are too good to be
Joe.
having. We are way too good of a team to
Hold on,
have
Joe.
these many close games.
Hold on, Joe.
Go ahead.
Hold on. So look, if we do this three-peat, the first thing that they're gonna do to discredit this dynasty?
What?
And I'm calling it that now, pussy. You know what they're gonna say?
What?
All y'all beat were the same 2 teams.
Welcome to the AFC, dog. It's always been that.
For the Super Bowl, Joe, listen to what I'm saying.
Oh.
We beat the 49ers twice,
Yeah.
and we have the opportunity to beat the Eagles twice.
Yes.
So if they're all close games, they're going to be like, oh, y'all weren't that good. Y'all only beat the same 2 teams, and y'all barely beat them.
It's like, man, take it with the NFC. What the fuck you talking to me for about it? Like,
Bro.
that's an NFC problem.
Bro, but for me,
Yeah, still hit.
for me, I just wanted a blowout, bro. belt to ass
Did
the
we?
whole game.
No, we didn't blow out the 49ers. We did towards the end, but
Remember what Seattle did to what was that one team? It was the Broncos.
the
wasn't
Broncos.
It? Yeah.
Oh yeah, was that Peyton's?
Nigga, they scored maybe 3 points.
Yeah, they ran the. Yeah, they beat the fuck. That was the. Oh, that was when.
That was a Dolphins. Wasn't there a Dolphins game?
No, Dolphins didn't make it to the Super Bowl in the
No.
last like
I'm talking about just
20.
like regular season.
No, I'm.
Go out like 50 points. I'm talking like. I want the relief. I really do. Like I want the relief of just be like, fuck it, we got it. Like it's it.
It's in the bag.
Like I want 20 points up. I want 21 points up, 3 touchdowns. We
Skunked
up.
them.
Whatever. Like yeah, like I'm done. I'm resting. Let me enjoy the Super Bowl halftime show now.
Yeah.
Right. But it's just the fucking we can't stop a run play. No matter how hard we fucking try, we can't. And they got Saquon Barkley.
Yeah.
And that motherfucker's gonna run that shit all the fucking time.
But see,
So
I felt that's probably the most passionate I've heard Sebastian talk, man. he was like,
It's the loudest I've
give
ever
me
heard him
3
talk.
of them. 3 of them things, 21 up. That's what I need. But yeah, I mean, but I think in the Super Bowl, when it comes especially to the run game, I don't think the run game's ever as dangerous as people expect it to be when it's time to play. Because like
Yeah.
for example, like we had Larry Johnson, right, when we played the Colts in the playoffs in like 2006.
Yeah.
We had the #1 run offense in the league that year because he had the most attempted carries in like NFL history at the year.
Yeah.
And we were playing the Colts. And people were like, oh, yeah, Larry Johnson's just going to run all over the Colts.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't do that.
Exactly.
We choked like a motherfucker.
Yeah.
And I think if you depend on the run game to win you a Super Bowl, I think it's not going to work out.
A lot of the teams that really got waxed by the Eagles really beat themselves. The Commanders had maybe 4 turnovers. And I think of those turnovers, the Eagles capitalized and scored on them.
Yeah.
Majority of them. I think it was maybe 2-ish or 3. I think it was like 60% of the turnovers that the Eagles have gotten have benefited them with points scored. So as long as we don't do that, we're good. As long as we don't turn over the ball, get an interception that leads to something catastrophic,
Yeah.
we got to keep it clean, maintain, no stupid ass offsides, no stupid ass neutral zone infractions. Wanye Morris.
The neutral zone infractions always be getting us, man.
Yeah.
They always be getting us.
And I'm looking for some standout moments from the supporting cast.
DeAndre Hopkins?
Hopkins.
Hopkins?
Fucking
I would like to see Hopkins
Juju Smith-Schuster.
Is he still on the team?
Yes.
Is he
Can we
doing
get a
anything?
Juju? Bro.
What is he? Actually,
He
like
had
I said,
he
I didn't
had-
watch no games,
he
so I
had
don't
two-
know.
He had 2 targets last game and 1 gain for, I think, 40 yards or something like that.
Is he
in the middle of the field?
Is he receiver 2?
He's
or is he like a slot?
He's like receiver 4, bro.
Damn.
He's receiver 4 and is guaranteed to catch something in the middle of the field.
So wait,
He's not scared to get popped.
give me what's our 1, 2, 3 in slot receivers?
Right now, I would say
You got Hopkins.
no. Hopkins is maybe 3.
Damn.
The first option is always Kelsey, but now he's double teamed. So if we're talking about pure wide receivers, I would go with Hollywood right now is 1.
Yeah.
Hollywood right now is number 1 because if he wasn't there, then Rice would be number 1.
Mm-hmm.
So the first target off the bat, I'm thinking Hollywood. Then I would go Worthy, and they're 1A, 1B for me.
Yeah. Both great caliber
They be
players.
slinging that motherfucker to Worthy. I'd say 3
Pause.
is is Hopkins because he's good with the slant on the outside, keeping the feet in, keeping the 2 toes in.
And then Schuster.
And then Juju, and then McCole.
I forgot we got McCall Hardman.
Yeah, we're stacked, bro.
Yeah, we are a stacked team. And then we're not
don't
even
let us
healthy
get
yet.
Rasheed Rice back, and we got a healthy Kelsey and all these different things. Noah Gray, like
Mhm. And
Watson.
Think about it. If we lose, so say because we most likely will lose Hopkins after this year.
Yeah,
And if
he's a
Kelsey,
bag chaser.
If Kelsey retired, pause. But
Come on, man. Come on, man. There's only 2 motherfuckers watching this, and it's me and Sebastian.
you can never be too safe.
Yeah.
But yeah. So we have so Hopkins is gonna leave. Kelsey's gonna most likely retire. Possibly, that's a possibility. I think that's gonna open up some cap space. We're gonna have a lot of Juju might leave too because Juju signed on a 1 year.
Yeah.
This was like a bet on myself.
Hollywood
year.
Brown was
Again,
a 1 year, but he's been injured the whole season.
He'll probably have to re-up to get his value back up.
I'm down.
But like, I think we're gonna have some bread to get like Tyreek might come back.
Fuck Tyreek.
They already
you never
brought-
go back to your ex-girlfriend.
One of them, like, your wife,
Unless they're free. Shout out to the prodigal son, bro.
yo.
You know what I'm talking about?
The prodigal son.
Come on, bro.
Oh wait,
Come on, bro.
who is it? What's
Come
his
on,
name?
bro.
What the fuck is his name? What's his name, Andre?
When Pacheco went down, when our backs was
Oh, you
against the
talking about that
wall,
prodigal son? I thought you were talking
came
about a
back
wrestler.
and held us down was getting and averaging 7 yards a carry, Joe.
Shout out to him.
Who was it?
Oh, 7 yards. Kareem Hunt.
Come on, man.
You're right.
Come on,
Sorry,
man.
I was blanking. I had to hit the Rolodex real quick. You're like,
Clark Lamar. North.
Yeah. But I think,
We're good.
we're gonna be fine. And everybody wants to play for the Chiefs right now. We might run it back for a fourth. Who knows?
Hey, if D-Hop leaves, shit, Devontae Adams. What other veteran wants to come?
Devontae Adams he's looking for something at this point. He's begging for literally anything. At
What
this
other
point.
veteran want to get a ring? Cooper Kupp.
Bro, he went.
Let's talk nice.
He went to the because he was on the Packers, right? Hopkins.
He was
not
on
Hopkins. Devontae Adams.
Devontae Adams
He
was on the Packers. Then he went to the Raiders.
and then he went to the Jets.
Yep.
Yeah, he trying to go. He literally take anywhere at this point.
Yeah.
He just wants somewhere that could throw a football.
And I'd love for us to have Devontae and win a Super Bowl with Devontae before the Raiders can get anything. We won a Super Bowl in the Raiders' home stadium before they could even smell the playoffs.
Yeah,
I love it.
that'd be nice.
I love it.
That'd be nice.
All said and done, Joe, if you could put a predictor, if you could put or see into the future, rub a magic ball, whatever,
Pause.
and see how many Super Bowl rings are on Mahomes' hands by the end of his career. How many are you going to give him?
Let's see. He's got 4. If he wins next Sunday, that's his 4th, right?
Yes. Mind you, in 7 years, he's been to 5 Super Bowls.
Yeah. Like he hasn't since being a starter. He's made the AFC Championship or higher every season.
Yes.
So if he wins next Sunday,
Yes.
repeats that'll be ring 4. I could see 8. I'll give him 8. How many Brady got? Brady got 7? I think Mahomes can get 8.
Hey, man. He fuck around and get 9, man.
Yeah, I mean, it really depends on how long he wants to play, how good of a team we can keep around him consistently. And because I think with Mahomes, you really can't lose. Like Mahomes makes anybody a championship contender at this point in his career. So it's just really about putting the right pieces around him. And we've seen him do more with less sometimes.
Yeah.
So you don't even need the top guys to be around him for the team to thrive and succeed when you got him at quarterback. So I think with him, it's just keeping the consistency of the team quality up around him, keep putting great players around him, or players that can just fill their roles to a high level.
Okay.
Just for him.
This is my last question, then let's kill it because I got to go to the pharmacy. So, we know, as sports fans, eventually our heroes leave. Luka left the Mavs and went to the Lakers last night.
And fun fact, Luka did not request the trade by any means. That was all
They
the
gave up
Mavericks
on him.
organization doing. Because I guess they're about to be up for negotiation this offseason.
Yeah.
They didn't want to give him the Supermax. He was apparently weighing 270 by the time they traded him.
Yeah.
So they were like, yeah, you don't play defense. You're not in shape. Your health's in question. It'd just be better to trade you now. And plus, I do like the pairing with AD and Kyrie.
Yeah.
I think that's going to be a sleeper of a combo.
But let's pull it back. All our legends leave. They go somewhere else. Might see success, might not. I.e. Aaron Rodgers, right?
Yeah.
The Jets. Now, if Mahomes were to leave, and granted, this would be after the success.
Yeah, this is like
After
tail
the
end of his career.
accolades, yeah.
Like Tom Brady tail end.
The next step past Kansas City, where could you see Mahomes at, and where would it be to where he wouldn't upset the Kansas City fans? Or the Kansas City fans will still have love in his heart? Or can he just leave and we just love him wherever?
I think we're at a point now where we just have to love him wherever he goes.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I think he's definitely earned that right as a player
Mm-hmm.
and for what he's done for Kansas City as a city and as an organization for the Chiefs.
Yes.
And he's brought us more Super Bowls than we probably ever expected we would get in our lifetime. So, ever. And we might three-peat next Sunday. So
Ever.
at this point, it doesn't matter. He can go play for the Raiders. We still got to give him his props.
I don't know about right now, though.
No, not right now.
I
but like
don't
you
know
said,
about right now.
no, like you said, at the end of his career,
Yeah.
If he wanted to go to the Raiders,
Leave the division. At least just leave
Yeah.
the division. We can support you from
Who
afar.
who was it Kareem Hunt that went to the Broncos after he left us?
No, he went to the Browns.
Where did somebody left the Chiefs?
Charles went to the Broncos.
Jamal Charles went to
Yeah.
the Broncos. That was weird.
But you can't hate him though.
I didn't.
Yeah.
I mean, he didn't do nothing for the Broncos, so
Yeah.
I don't care. Like,
Yeah.
but it was just one of the things it's like, you know, Akeem Olajuwon in the Raptors jersey.
Fucking, I thought it looked weird when what was that one dude, the corner that we had that played for Traveris Ward. I still find it weird that he plays for the Niners or played for the Niners. Mm-hmm. It's like, damn, like that was our dog.
Yeah.
And then when Amari Cooper, didn't he play for
He played for the Raiders.
the Raiders and then he played for the Ravens or something like that?
Did he?
I don't know.
So I don't know where he went after the Raiders.
Or no, he went to the Bills, didn't he? Cooper?
Cooper?
I don't know.
I think Cooper Cup.
Yeah, Cooper Cup. Anyway, let's wrap it up, Joe. Let's get out of here.
All right, y'all. That's episode 113.
113.
113, baby. A great episode. Next time, hopefully the homie Black Hyphy will be here, back in the building with us.
Yep.
But hey, we was holding it down today. I appreciate you gentlemen coming through. Until next time, y'all, it's the kid Joe Cornell. Nelson. And we got Sebastian. We are the Yadda Yadda Podcast. Until next time, y'all. We out.
Find us on LinkedIn.
But you yada yada over the best part.